I believe, has a year of control after this year as well. I don't know if that's a guy they're that interested in. If you look at this season, he's been all right. Like, he's had 14 home runs, hitting 263. He's certainly getting on base more than Joey was when Cooper Pratt got the call up. But how much different is he from a guy like Joey Ortiz? I don't know. And is Joey Ortiz just a third baseman? And for whatever stressors he got relieved of from playing shortstop and being able to fill into that third base role, is that something that it just makes him a better player now?
Yeah. 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk-In text line. I'm joined today on Kyle and Brust by Josh DiMaggio. You can hear Josh DiMaggio on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy 7 to 9 here on ESPN Milwaukee. And we're asking, how many trades away are the Milwaukee Brewers from being a real serious World Series contender? Are they good and ready to go now so you don't need to make a trade? Are they one trade away or one trade away or more? And I agree with you, Josh. The whole thing I've been talking about here is I've been on this crusade of the Brewers need to make 2 trades in order to legitimately make me believe they are World Series contenders. I think the Brewers are very good. I think they have a chance. But having a chance is different than being a front runner. And I believe if the Brewers were to bring in a starting pitcher and bring in a solid bat that can change the game with the swing of the bat, the Brewers would be a real contender for the World Series. I guess I'm traumatized by what I have seen in the past in the Brewers' performances and not being able to put up runs. Like, the pitching hasn't been the issue. So when you say starting pitcher, I get it. A starting pitcher will be great, especially where the staff is at right now. Because you got a whole bunch of guys on the staff that I would say as an overall unit, the starting pitcher staff, they're good. They're good. Like, you got young guys that, I don't know what Brandon Sproat's going to do, but you never know. Because
I don't think Brandon knows.
Brandon probably wouldn't be in the that conversation. But like you just have a whole bunch of guys that seem to just step up and do well. I talked about it earlier this week here on Kyle and Brust. It's like, who thought Chad Patrick was going to be as good as he was last year in the playoffs? We didn't know. There was a certain conversation being had whether or not Miz was actually going to be on the roster in the playoffs. I mean, I thought it was foolish for us not to have him on the roster, but you're going to have a guy like the Miz on the roster, but overall, you don't know what you're going to do. What is a Logan Henderson going to do for you maybe this year in the playoffs? So, again, I do believe the pitching staff could get an upgrade, but I wouldn't be disappointed if they didn't get a starting pitcher. I do believe with you, though, the back end of the bullpen is something. We were talking about it pre-show, is when the Brewers have been at some of their best is when you have a 7, 8, 9 inning guy, right? And right now, you have 2 guys with Abner, and you also have Trevor McGill. If you were to add another guy to bump them up like a Mason Miller, I mean, I think the Brewers have the pitching staff to be able to get to the 7th inning. Right?
Yeah. The one concern I have is lack of playoff experience from the starting staff they currently have. Miz has playoff experience. He came into some pretty big moments, actually, as the playoffs went on. But none of those guys that you named have any playoff starts, which makes me pretty nervous. I feel really good about the Miz as he is right now. He's the best pitcher in baseball, the most valuable guy you could imagine having on the mound. As it pertains to Harrison and Henderson and Sproat and whoever fill in the blank. Drohan. Like, at that point, that's where I start to get really concerned.
Which is legitimate.
Yeah, and that's where I start to get, like, one Kyle Harrison bad start in the divisional round could really set you back to a place you don't want to be. And that having another guy, another veteran, someone that can come in and sort of be a calming presence, and I don't need him to be a Tarik Skubal necessarily. Tarik Skubal, sorry, excuse me. But an upgrade there and some consistency and some veteran leadership in that starting staff, I think would go a long way. You could convince me that if at the end of the trade deadline, if we're looking at each other Tuesday morning and going, hey, Sonny Gray and Mason Miller, feel pretty good about that.
I would feel really good about that. I mean, I'm big on I don't know if you know this or not, Josh. I'm big on the future.
Yes.
And so a Mason Miller compared to a Tarik Skubal, to me, I'll take Mason because of the controllable years, and I really believe that the Brewers' future is extremely bright. You got Greg and I were here on the line. We're going to get to you, Greg. Not right now. We're going to get to Greg after the break because Greg has a question for you, Josh, talking about the future of the Brewers and who is untouchable on this Brewers roster. There was actually an article that was done about the potential from ESPN.com about the untouchable from the Brewers. We're going to go through that list, and also I want to hear Josh's perspective on who he believes are untouchable up on the Major League roster, but also in the minors. But before we do go to break, I got to tell you about Steinhoffels. You know I'm a big fan of Steinhoffel's. Last night, my wife, she got home late. She had to do work up in Wausau area yesterday. Didn't get home till about 10 o'clock at night, and she couldn't wait to plop down in our bed because our bed is wonderful. It is so comfortable. It is from Steinhoffel's. You deserve to have a great night's sleep, and that is why Steinhoffel's is here. They're Wisconsin's mattress leader for you to be able to have that great night's sleep. Or whether or not you want to upgrade your living room, your dining room, your kitchen, your basement, your patio, you can do it all at Steinhoffel's. That's what I love about them. And right now at Steinhoffel's, they have their Beauty Rest mattresses. And with their Beauty Rest mattresses, you can get a free foundation with a purchase. Queens start at only $14.99, or you can step up to the luxury of a Beauty Rest Black King adjustable base set and get $500 in instant savings. And plus at Steinhoffel's, you can get 60 months financing because better sleep has never been more affordable. Don't overpay for a great night's sleep. Shop in store or online at steinhoffels.com. And always remember, y'all, relax. It's Steinhoffel's. We'll get to your calls. We'll get to your texts next. This is Kyle and Brust, and we're talking about who are the Brewers' untouchables coming up at the trade deadline.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust.
I don't know about you. I like to be gawked at, okay?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Get ready, Milwaukee. Join ESPN Milwaukee and Yingling this Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. from Dugout 54 on Blue Mound for the ultimate Yingling watch party. Kick off your day with the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team. Score awesome Yingling prizes. Enjoy great food and ice-cold Yingling, then cheer on the first-place crew as they take on Colorado. Nothing says summer like baseball, friends, and America's oldest brewery. We'll see you Saturday at 6 p.m. at Dugout 54 on Blue Mound. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
For 250 years, America has moved forward together. One generation, one family, one community at a time. At the Kunis Auto Group, we're proud to celebrate 250 years of freedom, progress, and the journeys that unite us. To mark this historic milestone, we're giving away 11 brand new vehicles with a total retail value of more than $250,000. Go online for one entry. Plus, enter in person at any Kunis Auto location, and it counts for 10 entries. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. It's our way of saying thank you to the communities we serve and the customers who trust us to be part of their journey. Plus, we have over 1,776 vehicles under 30 grand group-wide, with payments for every budget. Happy 250th anniversary, America. Let's keep America moving together. See official rules and find your nearest location at shopkunis.com.
The Dude Perfect Squad Games Tour is headed to Fiserv Forum on July 24th. Bring your squad and get ready to experience the dudes like you've never seen them before. This new tour is filled with larger-than-life battles and unexpected twists. Tickets start at just $30 all in. Get ready for a night of excitement, laughter, and competition with Dude Perfect at Fiserv Forum on July 24th. And, as the guys say, pound it, noggin. Get your tickets now at FiservForum.com. That's FiservForum.com.
Selling your home is more than putting a sign in the yard. It's about having the right team beside you. I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams. We help relieve unnecessary stress with our team's expert listing process, strong negotiation skills, and fast, clear communication. Our white glove service experience is provided at every price point at every step of the way. Start your home journey today by searching online, Tony Wendorf. Tony Wendorf & Associates, a real estate team driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
Hey, Tom, I just really can't get my kids off their phones lately. What's your secret, man?
I told you last time, go to PrecisionSportsOnline.com and buy a hoop. And while you're there, include their court line painting. You'll thank me later. PrecisionSportsOnline.com. That's PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
This summer, turn up the tradition. Join us July 24th through 26th at the Henry Meyer Festival Park for German Fest Milwaukee. Experience authentic German food, live music, cultural exhibits, family fun, the Pink Energy Run, Dachshund Derby, and backed by popular demand, Vox Club. Then kick off the weekend at our opening ceremony on Friday, July 24th at 5 p.m. in the Oktoberfest tent. We have a special surprise planned that you won't want to miss. Plus, be part of our history at the first ever German Fest Polka Mass. For more info, visit GermanFest.com.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Brew Crew, your dream game day starts at Parking Lot Patio at American Family Field. Located outside American Family Field next to the third base gate, Parking Lot Patio is your go-to pregame hangout. Play yard games and grab free giveaways. It's totally free, and it's all totally fun, and is open to all ages. Stop by before your next Brewers home game. It's Parking Lot Patio, presented by American Family Insurance.
Totally free and totally fun. That's right up my alley, brother.
I love free. I love fun. Definitely do. And I love Kyle and Brust here, and that voice there is not Ben Brust. Ben Brust is out on well, I don't know. He's doing nothing. But Josh DiMaggio is your cousin sub of the day. See Cat holding it down behind the glass as always. And before we went to break, we were having a conversation talking about the Brewers trade deadline is rapidly approaching for the MLB trade deadline. And the Brewers this year are going to be active at the deadline, according to Adam McCalvey from Brewers.com. And what we want to know is, the Milwaukee Brewers, how many trades away are they? Are they 0 trades away from winning a World Series, 1 trade away from winning a World Series, or more than 1 trade away from winning a World Series? At 800-990-3776, that is the Carbless Talking text line where list is more. But that also led us into Greg in Iowa, who has some questions for you, Josh, about prospects. Greg, you're on Kyle and Brust.
Hey, Josh. Yeah, I called and asked Ben. I think it was Ben and Kyle last week. But I was wondering who you would think as the prospects that would be untouchable. Mine would probably be Mate, Fisher, Coleman Crowe, and Jefferson Cuero, just because Williams' contract's coming up, and I doubt they're going to pay him. So I was just curious to hear who you thought would be untouchable and who you think they should move. I think Jet Williams is as good as gone, though, too.
I agree with you there. I think Jet is going to be finding himself a new team very quickly. My list is most likely it's going to be Mate, Pena, and then one of Lara or Cooper Pratt. I don't think the Brewers would move on from either since they have extended both of them and have them locked up to team favorable contracts. A piece of me does agree with Andrew Fisher. I have said for a while now, even before he made AA, I think some players are just MLB ready. I think you could make a case for Andrew Fisher just being able to play third base. He's going to strike out a lot, but if he hits me 25 home runs, I don't think that matters. 30 home runs.
Did he get to 30 yet?
He's
at 29 for.
Yeah, he's either there or very close. The way he's mashing the ball, you would really have to sell me
30.
You would really have to sell me on moving on from Andrew Fisher because his star seems to be rising at an incredible rate. And now, mind you, he came in more vet. He's not like a first-round pick that was 19. He came in as a senior out of college. He's a senior hitter, so it's not like he's a super young guy. I believe he's already older than Jesus Mate.
He is. He's 22 years old.
Yeah. So that to me is a little bit interesting. The timeline's a little bit moved up on him. I don't know what the plan is for him, but if that was your prized possession and I was able to keep one of my higher level prospects, I'd consider Andrew Fisher.
That's crazy. That boy got some pop.
The problem is
he got some pop.
The problem is I don't want to forgo MLB talent for talent that I don't know about yet, that I can't guarantee yet. I think Mate and Pena are as close to sure things as we can get. After that, I'm willing to consider anyone else.
I would trade Cooper Pratt and Luis Lara before I touch Andrew Fisher. Andrew Fisher, it's only 29, not 30 yet, but he is an absolute masher. And something the Brewers have not had in a long time is an absolute masher. Really, Christian Yelich is a guy that hit the most home runs.
I've been screaming for the Brewers to get more power for what feels like 4 seasons.
Yeah, I like grinding it out.
I'm in on Fisher.
I love plate discipline. I love the way that they drag them. But
before we get to T-Plush, the legend, if James Wood was available from the Nationals and they said, we want Andrew Fisher, are you saying no to James Wood?
I am a fan of Andrew Fisher, but James Wood is pretty damn good. Pretty
That's
damn
the level
good.
of trade I'm talking.
I'm thinking about Andrew Fisher and what he's done. It really, to be honest with you, I fell in love with the kid when I watched him at the World Baseball Classic against a lot of major league talent and not be intimidated. You mean a year ago you were in college, and now all of a sudden you find yourself in the World Baseball Classic for Team Italy that was actually performing extremely well last year in the World Baseball Classic. Like, that's the type of dude that.
He's one of only a handful of people to hit a home run off of Mason Miller in the past calendar year.
Crazy, and it
was spring training, but
still, he's a kid. He's a kid, so the kid has a lot of confidence. But somebody has a lot of confidence and also a lot of swagger is T plus Nyjer Morgan will be joining us on the Yingling Legends Hotline. We'll ask him about the untouchables for the Brewers, and we'll also ask him about this pending trade deadline with the Brewers saying they're going to be aggressive. We want to know Nyjer's take on the Milwaukee Brewers, so make sure you keep it locked to Kyle and Brust because we'll be joined by Nyjer Morgan, T plus on the other side.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Eleanor Roosevelt and Franklin D. Roosevelt.
They were kissing cousins?
They were cousins. You know that?
But were they kissing?
They were married.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Every homeowner has a list. That roof, those windows, that bathroom you've been meaning to update. If you've been putting off home improvements, you're not alone. At Exterior Pros and Baths, they help homeowners upgrade their homes with beautiful roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and bathrooms built to last. Right now, save up to $3,000 on your next project. Don't wait until a small problem becomes an expensive one. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
The best summer moments aren't always planned, and that's why Carbless is made for whatever's next. Delivering bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail, Carbless is ready to go wherever summer takes you. With 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and only 100 calories, it fits seamlessly into your lifestyle so that you can enjoy every summer moment with Bliss. And while you're making the most of the season, try the limited-time Americana Backyard Bliss Variety Pack or the Lemon Iced Tea 4-pack before they're gone. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip. Find your Bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for MoMA. Battling a sore knee, a shoulder, elbow, hand, neck, back, or foot pain? MoMA can get you back in the game. MoMA is the new Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance, connecting trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, with expert care and innovative treatments provided in their offices. The Surgery Center, Ortho Laser, Smart Scan, or MOSH. With the best orthopedic care and recovery, MoMA can get you back to doing what you love. Call or walk in today. Visit MoMAMKE.com. That's MoMAMKE.com.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Point!
Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
Ugh, I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down.
Ace!
You're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
Hey, Wisconsin, it's construction season, and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust here for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of the house this summer and enjoy a great weekend at Road America, located conveniently between Milwaukee and Green Bay in Elkhart Lake. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. Camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in racing your way. It's more than a race, it's a full-day experience. Up next is the Moto Sports Car Endurance Grand Prix featuring IMSA, July 30th through August 2nd. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets today at roadamerica.com.
Your brand doesn't need more square footage.
It needs more wow.
When you work with Captivate Exhibits, trade show booths become magnets, lobbies become living stories, break rooms become culture builders.
Captivate creates experiences people don't just see, they feel.
For more than 30 years, their award-winning team has transformed big ideas into bold brand moments that command attention and drive results.
Stop blending in.
Start captivating.
Visit CaptivateExhibits.com.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Some legends leave their mark on the game.
Morgan, a smash up the middle. Base hit to center. Here comes Gomez. Around third. A throw, and the Brewers win. On a base hit by Nyjer Morgan. He's being mobbed.
Others leave stories you'll never forget.
To this day, it gives me the willies right now because I'm a little bit older, so now I understand what it meant to the city.
Now, it's your chance to hear them firsthand on the Yuengling Legends Line. Legendary names, legendary stories. Brought to you by Yuengling. Crack open a Yuengling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. Now, here's Brewers legend T. Plush.
You guys are the land of the dairy, but you guys had no flavor in the dairy, so basically, you know, I had to bring some flavor.
Yes, y'all know what time it is. It's time for a little bit of that flavor. As we are joined by Nyjer Morgan, a.k.a. T. Plush, who joins us on the Yuenglings Legends Hotline. Nyjer, what's happening? Welcome in to Kyle and Brust.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just living the dream level as always. I'm down here in California. We have a little family reunion that I had to attend. I wish I was up there in Milwaukee because I know they have the family reunion with the Brewers and everything.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had that was a tough one. I had to weigh those options really heavy there.
You can't.
But I had to see my family.
You always got to choose the fam. You always got to choose the fam,
Yeah.
Nyjer. We're being joined today.
Well, the Brewers are family too.
Yeah, they family.
Man, Brewers are family too, bro. That was a hard one.
Yeah, they definitely.
Because I'm a showman too, guys. Come on now. I like coming out there.
I already know. I already
like
know.
the light.
Well, speaking of coming
Shine the
out, speaking of coming out there, listen, Nyjer, you my guy. I ain't gonna press you too hard, but I heard last week you were supposed to join us, but you were riding Splash Mountain and had your Mickey ears on. What?
Yeah.
What happened, man?
Oh man, you know, honestly, I'm blaming it on the signal, and I didn't have a good signal.
I guess it's gonna be tough.
So
at
it was all the signal. You know, who what's his name? Who's running it? Igor or whoever the president.
Oh, yeah.
I guess he wasn't paying that signal over there. So, you know, he should be talking more to. Actually, it is an ESPN band. That's right. Oh, my bad, family. Oh, he should have been paying the bill. I didn't have the signal.
That's wild. He said Disney ain't got that bandwidth, that big enough bandwidth. That's crazy. All that cell service down there. You right, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they do got to get bigger bandwidth down there. But, again, we're being joined by Nyjer Morgan here on the Yuengling Legends Hotline. Ben Brust out today. Josh DiMaggio in for Ben Brust. He's from our morning show.
Hey, what up, JD?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Josh, you had a question for
you
him?
know, just hanging in there, bro. Easy breezy.
I got a couple
Stress-free.
questions for you. One, actually, statement. Am I allowed to call you Plush? Because I would like to just refer to you that moving forward.
Yeah,
if that's
please
allowed.
do. My mom calls me Nyjer, so when my mom calls me Nyjer, that means I'm in trouble, dog.
Mr. Plush?
All right, Plush.
The homies call me Plush. Hey, everybody calls me Plush.
All right, Plush. One, I would like to just extend a thank you to you. I was in left field in 2011 when you walked off the Arizona Diamondbacks. It is the greatest memory I have as a sports fan, and you are the most important part of all of that, so thank you. And second, I want to correct the record. When you were on with Homer and Ben Brust, they talked about where you, in your career, lined up and batted and where you were in the lineup. And they gave misinformation to all the great people of ESPN Wisconsin.
I told you. Plush only was down in the order just with the Brewers when I first got here.
Yep.
I was the only time I really sniffed like the 6 and 7 hole.
So they were spreading fake news. Plush batted 1,275 times at leading off second, 723, and then 58, 52, and 78 at the 7, 8, and 9. So they gave all that misinformation. And I wanted to correct the record.
You guys were relying too much on the AI. Thanks, JD.
I went to Baseball Reference.
Yeah.
I went to Baseball Reference where they keep the real stats.
Yeah.
Plush, how far away?
But honestly, no, hold on, JD.
No, go ahead, G-Plush.
I'm still tripping that rest his soul, but I didn't know that I was getting in Doc like that. I didn't realize it. I didn't even know, man. I thought my guy, honestly, was Derek Lowe. I didn't realize it was Doc Holly. Didn't even know.
Plush, should the Brewers go out and trade for Skubal? Do you think that's the move that can make them a true contender, or do you want another bat, a big bopper?
Now, but see, Big Woo, he was kind of the ace up our sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And remember I said if everybody can stay healthy, and Big Woo went down, man, that's oh man, and he's an ace. So do you give up something behind my day, like you said, JD? Because you said that there's something behind. Who were the gentlemen that you mentioned before?
Are you talking about
the prospects?
The prospects,
yeah, so
like guys like Jet Williams, Jefferson Cuero. They have plenty of guys in that top 100.
Andrew Fisher.
I mean, sometimes you got to give up something to give something. You know what I mean? I still like a bat. I think I woke up Joey Ortiz a little bit. You got it for me. But if you're going to get in the playoffs, and pitching and defense always wins in the playoffs. Timely hitting comes in, but man, you got to go get another arm. I flipped that script. I'm allowed to right now. The way I was feeling before the All-Star break and before Big Woo went down was let's go get a bat. I thought bring up my day, bring him in, let him get seasoned, let him go through the ups and downs. Don't waste his talent in the bushes. Bring him on up. I know that he's getting good training from Sweet, from Coach Sweet, but at the end of the day, you still need to bring up something. You have an opportunity to bring him up. If we have that bat, then bring him up too. For me, you can still work it within the system, and you can still play that small ball, but you got to get those boys. You got to get them some opportunities, and you need to get them seasoned. Just like back in the day, they used to tell you, if you were, right at that age group, maybe play with the older kids, get a little bit mopped up, and then eventually you'll get some experience, and that's how you're gonna learn.
And I think
you gotta feel the light.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting because when you came on, you talked about bringing up Madej a while ago, and they ended up bringing up Cooper Pratt, who's 21 years old. They brought up Luis Lara as well. So they brought out some of those young kids who are, getting their knocks, and you see Cooper Pratt's turning it around. So I definitely love that vibe. But you talked about they need a bat. But do you even think, T-Plus, the Brewers are one move away, or they're more than one trade away from actually being a real World Series contender?
But see, my man, check it out. It's hard to even say that because you really got to dig deep, too, because you got to know about the clubhouse. Is this guy going to be right for our clubhouse? That's what even people did it to me. Is he going to be right with the chemistry? And, all it takes is a little bit of just the bad energy or whatever it is that can mess up the chemistry. Even what's cooking right now with the crew. They're still cooking right now. But it's just, oh man, they're in a tough position right now because you just don't know. And for me, I'd rather just stay within the organization and go ahead and bring up those young boys and just let them go ahead and cook, let them fail. Because in this game, failure is success. No other game you go 3 for 10 and you're a Hall of Famer. So, even Coop Pratt finally winning them seats for his first home run.
Yes, sir.
So you got to let them go through the ups and downs and the rigorous of the traveling and understanding the big lights, the show. It's a different ball game than AAA.
Plus, you've seen a lot of trades happen in your career, team, people joining you or leaving your team. Do you think that's a big factor that Matt Arnold and crew need to keep in their thoughts? Say if they add a big-time pitcher that sort of upsets the pecking order, is that something that can really tank a season if everyone's not bought in the right way?
Yeah, most definitely, because Murph has something as well too, right? Everybody knows the system. Everybody understands the playbook. When somebody comes in on a rental for like what 2-3 months, you might. It's just that's where you have to really go in and do your due diligence and go understand and dig and find out, what the makeup is of the person that you want to bring in, because you don't want to mess up the chemistry of the clubhouse, even when it comes to the equipment boys, the ball boys, whoever, even the guys that are in front of the clubhouse, the attendees. So you got to be able to vibe, and especially in Milwaukee, they love you, but if you're not bringing it, you're gonna get shooed up out of there too.
We are being joined by Nyjer Morgan, a.k.a. T Plus, on the Yuengling Hotline, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin. Now, T Plus, when you played for the Brewers, y'all had a move that you made at the deadline, around the deadline, to get K-Rod, Francisco Rodriguez. Y'all brought in some guys. Like, what type of energy did that bring in? Because right now the conversation is Mason Miller, Tarik Skubal, but Mason Miller kind of more on that side because of K-Rod.
Yeah.
What type of injection of energy did that bring to that clubhouse when you guys got that solidified closer to add on with John Axford you already had?
Oh yeah, for me myself, I'm still a fan of the game, and being able to be in the same locker room with a future Hall of Famer and really watching him as I came up through the pecking order myself. I mean, I was thrilled just to even be around him and just to be even around Prince and Bronny as well. So for me, it was more than everything. And I knew Doug Melvin, he got the right people in there, because he already knew that we already had a good mix of the veterans with the middle and the youth too. So the Brewers have all of that right now. They have that brewing, and because they have some older guys, but they have some middle guys too to keep the guys in, and you have those young guys to understand how to understand the professional way. But you got to bring up my day. He's going to inject it. I think so.
I believe you, T.
Oh, I'm fired up about this kid.
No, you know ball, so I believe every word that you said. Now, you talked about some of the older guys on the team. One of those guys is Christian Yelich, who's been in a slump and struggling right now. There's been conversations around here in Wisconsin about, do you move Christian Yelich out the leadoff? Do you give him more days rest? Who's the person that starts that conversation? Is that Christian Yelich? Is that Pat Murphy? How do you handle that? Or do you just keep him at the top of the lineup and let him swing his way out of the slump?
But see, that's the whole thing. You gotta, in the game of baseball, you gotta stay in there. Bouncing around, it's all about confidence. And the whole thing is, you're gonna go through your ups and downs in this game. And you need to always have your confidence. Even sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. But you still gotta be able to go out there and perform. You still need to, you don't really need to be adjusted up and down, but the game has changed since when I've been playing, because there's really no true leadoff hitter like that anymore. Now you got those guys that, you want to go 1-0 right from the jump. You want to pop somebody. So, and you want to keep the line moving. And that's what the game has changed. Or I should say, the game hasn't changed, but the players' mentality has changed. And it's more of that's what's going on in the metrics and everything like that. But it's still the game of baseball, but it's just, you want to inject it with a little bit more excitement, and, you want to have that guy to start the party off with a bang, than more like myself, than getting on and slapping some stuff and tickling it in the outfield and try to go first or second and then, hit the hole and play the small ball game. I'm trying to go in them seats now, which I understand and which I love.
Plush, I just want to ask you some questions about your time as a Brewer. Who was your favorite team in the NL Central to beat? Who, when you ended the day?
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Yeah.
The Cardinals. Oh, I can't say. I guess, I just, for some reason, they're always whining. They're always
best fans of baseball.
Oh, they are good fans. They are good fans because they booed me every single at bat. But, but they do show love when you go out there and perform and put on a show for them, which is, you got to appreciate that. But it's the Cardinals by far. But I love smacking up against the Cubs, though.
And
I love mopping up the Cubs.
Yeah. One more quick one. Who was your favorite Brewers teammate in your time in Milwaukee?
Probably Gomez.
Yeah.
Go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Me and P were close. plus, dude, I can turn up any party. Even when they invited me to the White House for rookie initiation, I still turned up there. So,
Wait, rookie
I'm
initiate.
kicking down doors. You can invite me anywhere, bro, and I'm gonna have a great time.
What's rookie initiation at the White House?
Oh yeah, so that was the first time I came across Clayton Kershaw. Who else? Cody Rasmus. Studs. Oh man, and I'm seeing these kids on what was that, Baseball America?
Yeah.
But I didn't even, and now that I understand the things that I was like doing, walking around the White House and going into the Oval Office and stuff like that, and going to the stateroom, bruh, it's tripping me out now because I even tell my wife, like, yeah, I sat in one of those chairs up there. I actually got to hit the gravel on the speaker seat.
Why
So
are you at the
baseball is-
White House? Like what?
Oh, because I'm plush, baby. Come on now.
I feel.
What's wrong with you? Come on, cuz. Hey, Doc, nah. It's a little thing that they the MLB, they do with all rookies. I don't know if they still do it, but they did it with my like graduating class after the Arizona Fall League. Like if you go to the Fall League, that's like the graduating class. I mean, you're gonna go to the big leagues. I mean, you might not stick, but you're gonna get your chance. And you go to the White House, you walk around, they tell you, what to do, how to speak, and they train you and groom you. That's why I'm plush, baby.
I see. Ooh, we indeed.
I imagine Plush just walking right into the Oval Office and sitting down and saying, all right, I'm here, I'm ready for business.
Oh.
You told George Bush to move over.
I'll take over in a chair.
That's funny. Again, we're being joined by T Plush. Y'all know him as Nyjer Morgan as well. Now, before we let you go, you said you got the family reunion, and I ain't counting your pockets, but I know you played in Major League Baseball, and I know how families can be. When you go to the family reunion, how many people be looking at you to pay for stuff? Nyjer got it. Ask Nyjer for it.
Well, see, hey, check this out, family. So that's why, that's a great segment to this. Going from MLB, they actually tell you, who not to, who to break bread to. So they kind of get you well ready and prepared how to say no without saying no. Maybe just say, right now I don't have it. Or you just give that look, or you just, keep it moving and just keep the conversation going with something else.
Oh, they said cousin T Plush said he ain't got it all. He playing. I seen him on TV.
Hey, I'm running a business right now. Hey, it's tight.
I love it.
Hey, I got those T-Rex arms, baby. I can't reach my wallet.
Can't get to it. I love it, T Plush. Hey, last one here. When next time you come on and you join us, will the Brewers have made a big move at the trade deadline?
I hope so. I mean, I'm going to say yeah. I mean, you need it. Don't be scared. Scared money don't make money, baby. And at the end of the day, you guys deserve it. The 414. Oh my goodness. We're always there. We're getting close. And as fans, and me now, I'm a fan, man, you got to bust off and maybe let some of those chips go because you don't know if they're going to shine. A lot of people, hey, they get tight. They get tight.
Get tight
They get tight when they get to the show, baby. It's a show. They get to the show and
they can't get tight like Plush when they ask him for a couple bucks.
Plus, don't tighten up.
Yeah,
I'm easy breezy, baby.
We know T Plush definitely don't get that sphincter don't get too tight for T Plush when it comes to the big moments. Thank you so much, T Plush, for joining us here today on Kyle and Brust, man. We'll holler at you later, man.
Thank
All
you.
Right, stay plush.
Stay plush indeed. That is Nyjer Morgan, a.k.a. T Plush, who just joined us today on the Yuengling Hotline. Remember, Yuengling is now officially in Wisconsin, family-owned and operated for 6 generations. DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. Thank you so much to T Plush for joining us here today. And listen, we got to break that all down. He said a lot of good things, and something that he really got me at, it's time for the young guns to come up. That right there might have changed my mind about the trade deadline. Josh DiMaggio in for Ben Brust. This is Kyle and Brust. We'll review T Plush interview next on Kyle and Brust.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
I think I need to take medicine. I've been sick for a month.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the green and gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jen Latta. I've spent my career around athletes, coaches, and people looking for an edge. That's why I was so impressed when I visited Revival in Brookfield. From kickboxing-inspired fitness, Kaiser cutting-edge performance training, yoga, bar, Pilates, and a suite of recovery experiences that include red light therapy, infrared sauna, cold plunge, and contrast therapy, Revival is redefining fitness and wellness all under one roof. Limited Tier 1 memberships are now available while they last. Schedule a tour today at revivalbrookfield.com.
Wisconsin State Fair turns 175 this summer, and we only get better with age. Join us for 11 days of fun, iconic traditions, grand champion moments, and food that's absolutely worth the hype. Celebrate 175 years together and get your tickets today at wistatefair.com. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by T-Mobile, August 6th through 16th. We'll see you there.
25 years ago, a generational Bucks team made an unforgettable run.
This is the place to be.
Light It Up, narrated by Jim Paschke, is the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. This is the oral history of the 2000-2001 Milwaukee Bucks and their run to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Absolute bedlam here at the Bradley Center.
Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Whoop, just doing some roofing on another lovely Wisconsin day. No gimmicks, nope. No shortcuts, nope. It's just roofing done the old-fashioned way. Do you need shingles? Let's mingle, for a Wisconsin tradition never dwindles. So raise a glass, shake a hand for this old-fashioned brand. Whoop, that's old-fashioned roofing.
Patio season is here, and there's no better place to soak it in than Veer North. Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Strofe. Located on Milwaukee's east side, Veer North brings the energy with a spacious patio, elevated food, and handcrafted cocktails. Heading to a Brewers game, state fair, or a summer festival? Start at Veer North and take the shuttle. Exclusive for ESPN Milwaukee listeners. Mention ESPN Milwaukee and save 10% on your bill. Then stick around for live music, great vibes, and a menu that goes way beyond the basics. Veer North, Milwaukee's go-to destination all summer long.
It doesn't get any headlines just to be silently good. Big Fish Contracting, we say renovating homes, redeeming an industry.
It's so much more than just, okay, we're replacing your roof.
We're not only educating homeowners, but we're getting to know them and allowing them an opportunity to get to know us. And there's just such beauty in it, you know? If anyone is considering reaching out to us,
or you can check us out on our website, bigfishcontracting.com.
Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Amore, pepperoni, amore, mozzarella, amore. Screaming Sicilian, screaming Sicilian, more.
Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza. More toppings, more flavor. More is amore.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. I'm Kyle Wallace. He is Josh DiMaggio, who is our cousin sub of the day, in for Ben Brust, who is doing who knows. But you can always chime in on today's conversation by hitting us up on the Carbless Talking text line at 800-990-3776. Again, that is 800-990-3776, where we have been asking folks, it's been Brewers so far. We've been asking people about how many moves are the Brewers away as the trade deadline approaches from being a World Series contender. Are the Brewers, if they stand pat, are they good? or do the Brewers need to make one move to make him a World Series contender, or are they more than one move away? Again, you can chime in at 800-990-3776 on the Carpus Talking text line. We also have a poll up on YouTube. You can go to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, where you can vote on the poll. I'm trying to find a poll. Oh, here it is. The poll results here right now. Josh, have you looked at the poll results yet?
I have. I was just looking at them.
Yeah, so right now it seems to me that a lot of Brewers fans are not as confident in this team currently right now being made and ready to beat the Dodgers, simply based off the fact that 48% of the people who have responded to this have said that the Brewers need to make more than one move in order to make it to the World Series.
Yeah, and I'm right there with them. The one caveat I would give, and Plush certainly brought this up, if one of the moves was bringing up Jesus Mate and then making a trade, I think you could get me there, where I would be like, yes, one trade's enough. But I do think there's multiple moves, and I mean, they're just such a powerhouse. The top to bottom of their order, they have starting pitching, which when September and October comes, they're just going to be back.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. They say, we'll be able to get there.
Right, we don't need Blake Snell and the other pitcher's name's escaping me. Right at this point, we want them in October.
That's what happened last year.
Yep.
Right, you didn't have Snell, you didn't have
Glasnow was the name I was looking for.
But they had him when it mattered the most. 800-990-3776. We'll continue to take your calls. We'll continue to take your texts as well. Ben and Randall Lake, we see you, but we have a special guest coming up at 3 o'clock because we've been talking Brewers. But as you know now, we are the home of the Badger. Before we go to break, my producer told me to take Ben now. So Ben and Random Lake, you're on Kyle and Brust. I'll listen to the producer.
Wow.
Hey, what up, guys? How the hell you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's Friday. How about you?
Man, I took the day off of work. It's been a wonderful day. Now, I'm just going to touch on this real quick. If the Brewers right now, they are World Series contenders just by their record alone. But if they really want to be serious contenders, they got to get one more starting pitcher, whether that be Detmers or Sonny Gray. And if you really want to go over the top, like a Tarik Skubal, then you can offer like a Brandon Sproat and a Luis Pena. That's the guy, if anybody in your minor league, that you can offer because your major leagues and your already talent is already there. The other thing you need a bullpen arm. Because I'm sorry, Bakuno and Yoho, they just aren't the answer. I mean, I love the idea of a Miller, but you're going to have to give up the world to get him. I wouldn't mind like an Aroldis Chapman, who has a ton of postseason experience. And let's face it, the Brewers love fireballers. So, I mean, if you added a guy like Aroldis Chapman and Tarik Skubal, like if they really went all in, that all of a sudden puts you as the favorites over the Dodgers pitching-wise. So, but as we all know, baseball is a game of streaks. The hottest team going into the playoffs generally wins the World Series. Last year it happened with the Dodgers. If the Brewers get on one of them hot streaks where nobody can beat them, then you know what? It's just got to be at the right time. Then we will actually pin ourselves as World Series champs this year. Have a good one.
Thank you, Ben. I like that. That was a good opinion.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I also think he's getting a tad aggressive in terms of what you can all pull off. It feels like you can make one big splash move and then you fill in the gaps from there. I also don't know if Aroldis Chapman's going to be available. I think the Red Sox had won 14 in a row last time they made
it to 15.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to be sellers anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're at this point now. They're probably having a lot of momentum, thinking that they have an opportunity.
I like that he's being creative.
Yeah, I mean, as you should be. This is now the time to be creative, especially with the report that the Milwaukee Brewers are looking to be buyers at the trade deadline. But something that is exciting is that Wisconsin Badgers sports and football and basketball are returning to 620 WTMJ, but Badger football and other Badger sports are coming to 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. And to celebrate Badger football coming to ESPN Milwaukee, we are going to be joined by an absolute, not only high school legend here in the state of Wisconsin, but a Badgers football legend. Melvin Gordon is joining Kyle and Brust. Coming up next, you won't want to miss this interview with the Melvin Gordon, the Flash, right? Flash Gordon. Coming up next.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. The Dude Perfect Squad Games Tour is headed to Fiserv Forum on July 24th. Bring your squad and get ready to experience the dudes like you've never seen them before. This new tour is filled with larger-than-life battles and unexpected twists. Tickets start at just $30 all in. Get ready for a night of excitement, laughter, and competition with Dude Perfect at Fiserv Forum on July 24th. And, as the guys say, pound it, noggin. Get your tickets now at FiservForum.com. That's FiservForum.com.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
It is hour 2 of Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. I am Kyle Wallace. No Ben Brust today, but we are so lucky to be joined by somebody who is significantly more intelligent than Ben Brust, and that is Josh DiMaggio joining us here today. You can hear Josh DiMaggio on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. He produces that show Monday through Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. And at this time, we are so excited to be joined on the Yinglings Legends Hotline by the one, the only, the legend himself, Melvin Gordon. What's happening, Melvin Gordon, the hometown hero? Thanks for joining us here on Kyle and Brust.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me.
No, absolutely. We got some exciting news because Wisconsin Badger football is going to be right here on ESPN Milwaukee. We're so excited to celebrate our hometown team. And you being a hometown kid yourself, being from Kenosha, Wisconsin, I want to know, I'm sure you had a lot of different options because you were a beast in high school because it was you and Vontae Jackson in the backfield.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, y'all had a squad at Bradford. What made you choose to stay home at Wisconsin?
Well, I was committed to Iowa at first. I thought they wanted me to play DB, so that's the reason I didn't commit right away to Wisconsin. But I don't know, man. I went there to that Ohio State game, and I sat down with Coach B, and he told me, he was like, man, being from Wisconsin, they're gonna love you here. You're a Wisconsin kid. People gonna know you before you even take a snap on the field. And then all you have to do is your part. And you have a chance to be a legend here. And everything he said was true. When I got on campus, people knew me before I even, made a play. So that felt good. And it just felt right, being able to, trying to bring a national championship. Now, obviously I didn't, but trying to bring that to the home state, I just thought that would go wonders and lengths that, another school probably couldn't bring to me.
Melvin, when I heard you were coming on the show today, I thought immediately of the Big Ten championship game in 2012 against Nebraska, where you rushed 9 times for 260 yards and 1 touchdown.
No, that game was crazy.
And then I remembered in 2014, you rushed 25 times for 408 yards and 4 touchdowns. I want to know what beef you had with Nebraska, because you beat the brakes off of them every time you saw them.
I had big beef. I had big beef in Nebraska, dog. I mean, it just planned to work out where they just, they took the beating. But I mean, they beat us when they first got in. I think in the Big Ten, we went there, and it was crazy. The atmosphere. I mean, it's probably one of the loudest stadiums that I was in, and we were playing, and we run the jet sweeps, and they wouldn't give me the ball, and I'm like, bro, I'm wide open, like. I'm like, bro, on the jet sweeps, I'm wide open. There's no one here. Like, it's just me and, like, maybe one other guy. Like, we was doing it so much, like, they would just leave me open the whole time. And, like, I think we were winning, and then they had came back, and they beat us. And I was so mad. And then when we got to that Big Ten championship game, I swear. Like, me, James, and Monty was just, like, just on another level. Like, I was so mad about that game, and it just carried over for the rest of my career. Every time I played them, I just wanted to punish them because I never forgot that.
Yeah, when you say on another level, let's remind those what that game was. The Badgers were 8-5, and I believe the only reason y'all got in the Big Ten championship because Penn State were sanctioned at the time, and so they couldn't compete in the Big Ten championship game. Mm-hmm. Y'all went against a top 15 team in Nebraska Cornhuskers, and y'all beat the hell out of them. And when y'all beat the hell out of them, y'all had a 539 yards on the ground. And in a Big Ten championship game, not only did the first string running back get 200 yards, but James White was the number 2 running back on that team that year, wasn't he? Because you were still a redshirt freshman, I believe, that year. He had 109 yards, and then you had 9 carries for 260. Like it was like a video game. You talking about the jet sweep? You got the jet sweep in that game. You took it to the house. Like,
they gave it to me.
Bro, I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. That game, I was like, that was one of the more memorable games of watching Wisconsin.
Put 70 on them.
Yeah, no, 70 in a Big Ten championship game. Like
James had like 5. What? James had like 5, maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had 4 touchdowns in that game. It was that was the golden age, Melvin, of Wisconsin Badger football, and I missed it. I don't know about you, I missed that. How do we get back to having that type of football where we have an identity, we know what to expect from Wisconsin Badger football, where we know each and every week our team is going to compete?
It's just gonna take the guys in the locker room to go get it done. Somebody just gonna have to step outside the box and just be like, you know what, I'm finna make change. Like, it's not about waiting. Everyone's waiting on Fickell to be this, be Marlon or be some genie or something like that. Like, nah, it takes the players to go. That takes them to make the initiative to be able to just be like, you know what, we need to be different. I just did a video for them a couple days ago, and I pretty much said, like, everyone's hating on Wisconsin right now. Like, nobody I've talked to has any hopes of us being good. And it's almost the perfect position to be in because I told them, like, overnight, you can become, the greatest team in Wisconsin. You go win, no one's expecting y'all to make the playoffs. Go make the playoffs. When you get in there, anything can happen. Like, go win a national championship. Everybody has the shot to do it. Everybody's 0-0 right now. And if you go win that, what can anybody say? Everybody got to put their foot in their mouth. You can become the best football team at Wisconsin that have ever, over Barry Alvarez teams, Coach B teams, Coach Chris teams. There's no team that has ever done that from my knowledge. So I'm like, y'all have an opportunity now. We don't. No, nor does those coaches. So you guys have the opportunity now, being in that room, to be able to be one of the greats. Like, don't take that for granted. Like, who cares what someone else's opinion is towards you? Who cares? And they don't put in any reps. They don't do anything. They're not lifting the weights. People sitting on the couch eating potato chips talking about how bad or how good you are. Like, who cares? Like, go make the difference. So I think we can do that. I've talked to some of those guys. I think they really want to make the difference. I think we got some guys in that locker room that really want to be special. And, they just got to lead them guys, and then it has to trickle down. Everybody got to want it just as much as the other dudes. So I think we're going to be all right, but I think I also, going to be real with myself, and it's probably going to take a little time, at least to get back to where we were at, if not higher. That's not the goal, to get back to where we're at. The goal is to become higher.
When we talk about becoming higher, what does success look like for the Badgers this year? When you look at it, because, I mean, you're a Badger fan. You know, you played there, but you also love the Badgers. You have it in your heart. When you look at the season, are we talking about just be bowl eligible? Are we talking about 8 games? Like, what is it where you look at this season and you say, okay, this is the right direction for the Wisconsin Badger program?
Playoffs. I'm not
Okay.
finna lower the standard
I
just because
love it.
people don't think that we, you know what I'm saying? We not like that's not how that's supposed to go. Like the standard is the standard. Like if the standard for Indiana or Alabama is playoffs and national championship, then that should be our standard as well. We shouldn't lower that because we didn't have the season that we want to have. I mean, we have NIL now. I mean, teams that weren't good go out there and spend a nice little check and become the team that become the Indiana team. I mean, now it's some great coaching over there. Don't get me wrong, that football team is probably one of the most sound football teams that I've seen in a long time. Signetti he's running a good sound program over there, but the thing is, who would have thought Indiana would have ever won a national championship? Let's be honest.
Not me.
That was a stat game in college. I mean, not me, not anybody. I was so happy for them because I'm like, man, them fans have been getting destroyed their whole. I mean, from my time, at least being in college, I think we put a set a rushing record on Indiana every time we played them in college.
Melvin, were you on a team that scored 83 points against? Were you on that 83-point team or that right before you? That might have been right before you got there.
Probably. Probably.
Yeah, Wisconsin scored 83 points in football against Indiana, so it was amazing to see that Indiana football team go from basically the bottom barrel of the Big Ten to being a national championship program.
Melvin, one of the big. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, seeing that, I mean, would you lower your expectations?
Hell no.
Did that in 2 years. Nah, it's a different time, man. We not lowering anything. Go get it.
Melvin, one of the biggest parts of the conversation regarding the Badgers is needing to get back to keeping the recruits in state. Now, you obviously have a unique experience insofar as you are from Wisconsin and you played football here.
Mm-hmm.
How do the Badgers get back into that, and how do they keep those prime talents, those blue chip talents in the state? Because it seems like something they had gotten away from in recent years.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely did get away from that. I think that's one of the, I mean, that's something you just can't do. You can't lose the in-state guys because that's what helped build the program. You know what I mean? So it's tough, but you just gotta get those guys a little bit more. You know what I mean? You gotta create an identity. Nobody wants to go to a school where you don't know what you're gonna get. I mean, at the end of the day, when people knocked on Wisconsin, back when we played or even before us, people knew what they were gonna get. Linemen knew what they were gonna get. You knew if you had a chance to start at Wisconsin as an O lineman, you had a chance to go to the draft. I knew if I had a chance to start at running back at Wisconsin, I had a chance to go to the draft. That's more than enough. That's all you want. I just want an opportunity, and I knew that I would have that opportunity. I think last year we had no guys get drafted, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
Like that's not. That is not like that's a form of not having an identity. Like, and we have to have that. Like, you lose your guys, especially the guys up front. I mean, now you can go find your recruits. We have some guys I think in state this year that we picked up that are really good, but you just got to tailor a little bit more attention to those. The head coach got to get out to the games. Coach B made sure he came to my high school game.
Mm-hmm.
He made sure he came to one of Vontae games, one of Trey games, and he was there for Vontae. Now I was there, but he was there for Vontae. Or he can kill two birds with one stone in that sense. But your top recruits, you gotta show them a little extra love. I mean, it just is what it is. But you gotta keep them. So whatever his formula is, Fickell, he has to figure that out. Barry Alvarez is in his back pocket. So I'm sure, if he has anything he wants to ask, he's there for him. I know that myself. I've spoken to Barry Alvarez, so he's there if he needs him. So he knows how to keep the guys in state. So, Fickell is his own man. He's his own coach. He does things his own way. So, I just hope he finds a formula, but we have to keep them guys.
How familiar are you with Sean Eichhorst, the new athletic director? Is it somebody that you actually know, or what's your level of excitement with this change happening? Do you think there's a bright future for the athletics program, specifically the NIL?
I like to hope so. I'd like to hope that anybody that we bring in here is a good fit, and it's gonna work, and it's gonna be in regards to bring Wisconsin up. I've got a chance to speak with him. We got put in a group chat with him, and he sounds like he's more than ready to take on this task of getting Wisconsin back to where it was.
And when you say,
It sounds like it means something to him.
yeah, and when you
Me,
say,
when I say we,
no, when you say we, so that's an effort around the university to make sure they're connecting with the guys that were legends at Wisconsin, guys who played in the NFL that can really
Yeah.
help resurrect this athletic program.
Yeah, just bringing in, just from every avenue, just bringing in the alumni that helped make the program what it is, or kept it, at the standard that it was at. I mean, I think it's important to bring back guys. I mean, I gotta tell people all the time, Michael Irvin, how long he's been since he played with Miami, and he's out there on the games on all fours, like he out there on all fours, like barking, like that's like that what keeps guys coming, because it's like at the end of the day, when I know 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, I know y'all, I go do what I need to do at this school, y'all always gonna have love for me no matter what. I'll be able to come on the sidelines and come to the games and be able to support my team, like, with no problem. It's never gonna be an issue. I'm never gonna be in the stands like, man, my team ain't even get me I got all these tackles for this school, and I got all these accolades, and I'm over here in the stands with everybody else with Joe Smo who didn't put a rep in. Like, that's not it. I need to be on all fours if I wanna. Like Michael Irvin over here in Miami.
So we should be looking for that this season. You on all fours barking as somebody rushes for 4 over.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be on all fours, but I know that Minnesota game, I'm gonna be on something.
I do want to ask you quick here, Melvin, since you were so gracious in giving us some of your time today. What do you got going on with the Vibes Golf? I recognize a lot of these names here. Yourself, Kenzel Doe, Tanner McAvoy, Dare, Robert Wheelwright. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. So we're a social club, man, that's just trying to disrupt the game. People think that we're merch. We're not merch. We just love to rep it, and it's almost like it's a different way to put it. And how I put it in my thing, it's almost like my football team, or like something like where we can build a community, and it's my team. I've realized playing in these different like country clubs and stuff. You go inside the locker rooms, people are excited to have these lockers. And like one dude was showing me his name tag on his locker. And now I've been playing in locker rooms my entire life. So like I wasn't like blown away by him having a locker. Like it was just like it almost looked like my high school locker. Like, and he was just, I mean, this guy was just so proud. He's like, bro, that's my locker right here, man. Like, and I started to realize, like, people love to feel like they're part of a team. Like, everyone, these people that have played sports, you miss that feeling. You try to get it back in whatever field of, that you're in, whether it's, doing this, what you guys are doing. That's your teammate. You know what I mean? Like, you try to find it in whatever sports you're doing, and it gives you some type of, pride to yourself. So, we trying to build a community to where, like, we go out here, we play golf, we get people to pick up a club, we bring this type of vibe around it. And people feel proud about, what they're doing. They feel proud about golfing with their team, their boys, their guys. And, we have this camaraderie to where, a lot of people in the golf space have, they probably known each other for, 3 years, 4 years, and, trying to work this bond out. Well, the guys I've been working with, I've been knowing for like 15 years. We've been through a lot together, a lot of ups and downs, wins and losses, you know what I mean? And so we know how to create that bond and make people want to feel like, hey, you know what? I want to be a part of that, where it's like authentic, you know what I mean? So it's dope. I never expected to be in this field golfing. Like, I still sometimes be like laughing, you know what I mean? But it's a beautiful game, man. And, I think a lot more people would appreciate it if they just was given the opportunity to really see what it can bring.
Absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Melvin Gordon joining us here on the Yingling Legends Hotline. Melvin, we appreciate you. Can we get on Wisconsin?
Man, on Wisconsin, man, it's too easy to do that.
Yes, all day, every day. Thank you so much to Melvin Gordon for joining us here today as we celebrate the partnership that will bring UW football, and also women's hockey, men's hockey, women's basketball. We already have women's volleyball to 94.5 ESPN in Milwaukee and the ESPN Wisconsin app. We are so excited for the partnership because we talked about all the legendary moments that Melvin Gordon gave us and all the great memories he gave us. That will now live on 94.5 ESPN and also 620 WTMJ.
Yeah, hopefully one day we can get a 408-yard and 4-touchdown performance on these airwaves.
I am a believer. And you know what I loved about it? I loved that Nyjer Morgan joined on the Yingling Legends hotline. Now we had Melvin Gordon join on the Yingling Legends hotline, and they all left me with something. The standard is the standard.
Yes.
The standard, everybody talking about 6 wins, 7 wins. I thought, I was like, is it bowl game? Maybe 7 wins, maybe 8 wins. Melvin said, hell, playoffs. And that is what I want. I want us to start understanding who we used to be. That Badger team that he played for all 4 years, that team would have been in the playoff. That is what we need to get back to. We shouldn't settle for less because of NIL. Raise money, get the results on the field, but the standard is the standard, Joshy.
I couldn't agree more. And being able to talk to somebody who's been there, done that, and at that level has been so impressive. And I think there's a path forward here for the Badgers. I think Sean Eichhorst is bringing the right attitude, and him telling us that he was putting a group message with Eichhorst and a bunch of other players, that to me is really encouraging. I've been waiting for the encouraging signs. Like, how excited can you get about an athletic director as a fan? But to hear he's talking to Melvin and getting involved with those guys, the guys that have been there and done that, I think that can go a long way with recruiting and with keeping guys around and making things happen the right way.
And you heard multiple coaches from Wisconsin. You heard the women's hockey coach talk about breath of fresh air.
Yes.
You heard Greg Gard talk about a breath of fresh air with having Sean Eichhorst. I think that speaks volumes about the level of support that they feel with the new athletic director. Now, it is the honeymoon phase, so we can do all this talking, but Sean Eichhorst and his athletic department, specifically in football, it is time to deliver. And talking about delivering, well, we had Luke Fickell on ESPN Wisconsin earlier today as he joined Wilde Tausch. No Wilde, but Matt LePay was in with Jesse Nelson and Mark Tauscher. We'll have some quotes to see exactly how Luke Fickell views the 2026 season, and maybe he gives you a little bit more optimism that this could be a playoff team. We'll play some clips coming up next. This is Kyle and Brust right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
I mean, I love you both, but I find Kyle a little more spot on.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Continue on 43, beginning around Silver Spring Drive now and going all the way through the Marquette. Southbound 4145 also going to be heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound 4145 slow from Highway 100 up towards Hampton. And delays are building on 894 south from around Oklahoma Avenue, then extending through the Hale eastbound over towards Forest Home. Traffic is brought to you by Great Midwest Bank. Planning a home project or need added flexibility? Tap into your home's value with a home equity line of credit from Great Midwest Bank. Visit greatmidwestbank.com, your simply local equal housing lender. And check in the Storm Team forecast, mostly clear 65 tonight, sunny and 88 on Saturday. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
It's a winning explosion at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, Winplosion rockets in, bursting with $300,000 in cash and reward play. For your shot at winning, just play with your rewards card. Then join us for the Thursday night prize drawings. Plus, every Winplosion entry also counts toward the big WinFest Grand Finale in September. It's Winplosion. Big bang, big bucks. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Meet Jim and Rita.
We went on a motorcycle trip.
But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident.
They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital.
Sometime later, Rita made a discovery.
She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there?
And amazingly,
he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's.
And I had my checkbook in my hand.
But when he arrived there,
and I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty.
Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty.
It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty yourself at Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. After your round, stop in the clubhouse for food and drinks. Call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. I'm Kyle Wallace. He is Josh DiMaggio, who is in for Ben Brust. He is the cousin sub of the day. You can watch and stream us live on YouTube by going to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. That is ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a share, so you don't miss any of your favorite ESPN Milwaukee shows, specifically Kyle and Brust. We also have a poll up. Is the poll still up, C-Cat, or did you end it? I'm trying.
I think the poll's ended. I think I ended it. That's on me.
So why do we end polls? Can I ask that question? I'm out of curiosity. I don't know.
Usually the way I like to do it is I end it after about 30, 40 minutes because I want to get a new one up shortly thereafter.
Oh.
We want to keep the loyal K&B fans giving their opinions. We want to keep the chat moving.
Keep the chat moving. You can also keep the conversation moving by calling in on the Carbless Talking text line at 800-990-3776. Carbless, where less is more. Now, we talked to Melvin Gordon about the fact that now 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee is going to be at home here in Milwaukee with 620 WTMJ of Wisconsin Badgers football. And speaking of Wisconsin Badgers football, he talked about the fact that his expectations for next year is playoffs. Playoffs. He said the standard is the standard. Luke Fickell, the head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers, joined Wilde Tausch today, where he talked about the overall program and where they were at, and he talked about the identity. He talked about the quarterback position. And, Josh, when you listened to the interview today, what were you expecting to hear? Were you encouraged? Did you have a chance to listen back to it, by the way?
I haven't gotten to listen to all of it. I've listened to some of the clips.
Anything encouraging, promising, hopeful, optimistic?
I don't know if I can quite go there yet. And now, granted, I'm a little bit tainted. Until I see something on the field, I think Luke Fickell can say the right things, and I think he's said the right things in the past. I think I'm at the point with him as the Badgers head coach where I need to see it before I start believing anything he's saying. I think he did have some interesting remarks, and we should probably listen to him and let the people hear him and let them make their own decisions on it. But the attitude thing and the words to represent, I'm interested in all of it. and I don't know if I'm going to buy any of it until I see it.
So I saw one clip and I turned it off because I got mad. So I'm probably in the same spot that you are, but you're absolutely right. CK, so you can just play random clips. How many clips you have? Let me know exactly what it is, and then Joshy and I will respond to these clips just organically and authentically of how we feel about Luke Fickell and the direction that the program is going and how much encouragement and positivity he can make us have towards this athletic program, the football program, heading into the 2026 season.
Well, we're walking into a camp that's unlike anyone he's experienced before because you've got that big Notre Dame game on Labor Day weekend. Here's what he had to say.
But I think what it does is there's a heightened awareness as we roll into fall camp that, that first game in particular is something we've got to be incredibly ready. Not that you didn't always have that anticipation going into fall camp, but this is probably one of the first times in my career that you have a game like that sitting right there as the very first one that hey, there's going to be a different emphasis as you start this fall camp. Yes, it's about developing us and figuring out, us and who we are as we grow, but that there's this one thing that we have to be incredibly ready for.
Focusing on a single opponent throughout camp versus season goals in general and developing in that way.
I don't know. I think I'm tainted too. Bro, just talk about how we are excited for the opportunity to be on a big stage playing at the legendary Lambeau Field to take on one of the top 5 teams in the country that are picked to actually be in the college football playoff. We can't wait to show everybody in the state of Wisconsin how good we are going to be. We cannot wait to relive what happened in Wisconsin back in, I believe, 2016, where LSU came up to Lambeau and the Wisconsin Badger football team pulled off an upset. We cannot wait to recreate that for Badger fans right here. We are working our tails off, and I cannot wait for fall camp to start so we get to start right away taking on Notre Dame to show everybody who we are. That's the answer I want to hear. Not this, this is a big challenge, something I've never had before, and, we're focusing on Notre Dame. Oh, come on. Oh, my gosh.
My initial thought was, is it a good move to set your focus on a team now, granted, they're the first game. It's the first opponent you're going to see, and they are the best team you're going to play.
That is true.
Is it a good idea to set your sights on a team that might beat you by 3 scores?
So
are you setting yourself up for failure?
So you're saying, oh, gosh, here we go again.
Well, if you commit to the Notre Dame game as it is, and you say, this is what we're building up to, this is everything we got, we're going to unload the clip on them.
Oh, wow. Okay. Empty the clip. Wow.
And then
I didn't know you got down like that,
and then you're done by the third quarter, and the quarterback has been replaced by a backup. How are you going to get ready for game 2?
Bro, you know what's so disappointing about this is that I remember the LSU game. Going into that game, I had hope. Even when the Badgers lost to Ohio State, not Ohio State, Alabama, back, I believe that might have been 2015 when they lost Alabama. Going into that game, I had belief that the Badgers can pull off an upset. Like I always had hope that, you know what, we're Wisconsin Badgers football. If we're able to keep it close, our defense is able to step up, we're able to beat these teams. Now I'm just thinking we're going to get beat like a damn drum. Like, it is so disappointing. Matter of fact, when we played against Notre Dame in the Shamrock Classic or whatever it was when we played against them, I think it was at Wrigley Field or it was in Chicago years ago when Graham Mertz ended up sucking and it was up and down. It was just, we had special teams blunders. Even going in that game, I thought Wisconsin had a chance. Now I'm just like, how much are we going to lose by?
Right.
Like, it is so depressing of how far this program has fallen.
Can they play him tight for a half?
That's sad. That's sad. That's where we're at.
Do you know the spread of the game?
I do not. Is it 17.5?
Up.
Oh. Come on now. No, you said 21. It's not. It's less than 21.
It's 20.5.
Oh, my gosh.
I said 3 scores on purpose.
There is no that. Dude, this CK, you don't understand. Is that this Wisconsin Badgers team, there was a run where the Badgers weren't losing a game by more than a score. Like, if they lost a game, it was a tight battle.
Yeah.
It was tight. And so now, seeing that we're projected to lose a game by 20 points is absolutely asinine.
Projected by 21.
Dude, and this is at Lambeau. This is in Wisconsin. all our fans have they're all there. The fans from Notre Dame got to travel. Our people are right there. We're gonna lose like that. This is basically a home game. What else you got, C-Cat?
New QB1 coming over from Old Dominion, Colton Joseph. What does the head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers have to say about, the new leader of that locker room, presumably?
I think he walked in the door with a different group of leadership around him. And it starts really for us on offense in that offensive line room. I think he's walked in and recognized that, okay, he had a lot to learn in this system, of the system that he came from and what he's played. But it gave him an opportunity to do that because there was a different core nucleus of leadership. And I think those young linemen, those guys going into their third year, have been a lot different from the time he walked in, and just as giving him that opportunity all through winter, through spring ball, to be a leader, but not have to be the guy that's always out in front.
That's what the expectation is for new quarterback Colton Joseph from head coach Luke Fickell.
Joshy, I'll let you react to Luke Fickell. I think I'm just negative, and I don't want to be negative.
Yeah, I'm getting to a similar spot as you. Man, I hope they got this one right. And I know there's injuries and not making it through 3 weeks with a certain quarterback. If the previous two are any indication, I'm going to reserve my judgment. And I also think it'd probably be fair to reserve your judgment to even after the Notre Dame game. But it seems like the way college football has really gone, you need a guy. Not the guy, but you need a guy. And it feels like the Badgers haven't had a guy in a really long time at that position. I know he's a little more dynamic than maybe we've seen in years previous.
A little? A lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it. This is what makes me mad about this one. Bro, what are you talking about? Like, he's this system that the system should be around Colton Joseph. The system should be around the guy that threw for 2,600 yards and 1,000 rushing yards last year. That is what you should be building the system around, because the systems that you have had the last 3 seasons has not worked. It's so bad. You blame Phil Longo for the fact that the offense wasn't taking off. It wasn't Phil Longo. It was your overall football program. And so don't build it around. Don't have him come in here and say he got to fit our system. No. This system needs to be adjusted to the kid that can run and the kid that can throw the football. So I expect to see this system have the quarterback running a lot, and I expect to see him as well handing the ball a lot, handing off the ball a lot as well.
Is running that much smart in the Big Ten versus whatever Old Dominions?
I don't even know.
I mean, he ran for 189 yards against Georgia Southern. No disrespect, but another 108 against Georgia State. Troy was a 90-yard game.
That's the Sun Belt?
I don't know what that is.
It's the Sun Belt Conference. Yes. I mean, yes, it's going to be different. But, hey, listen, y'all sold me on this quarterback, so I expect to see results from this quarterback. What's the last one you got for me here, C-Cat?
Well, head coach Luke Fickell boiled down the new team, maybe not new, but the identity that Fickell is aiming for the 2026 Wisconsin Badgers. And he used 3 specific words.
We know inside this program what we want our identity to be. Our job is to see what we promote, what we permit, and ultimately what we put on film as our identity. And, we want to be a tough, nasty, and disciplined football team. And I really do believe with the leadership and the things that we've done and how we've grown, and to be quite honest with you, with the adversity that we've taken, right? The punches we've taken the last year in particular, the ones that want to be about that, the ones that want that to be their identity and this identity as we grow this program, are the ones that are here. And to me, that's where the optimism is.
Okay, the ones that are here are the ones that got their check, first and foremost. So let's just be honest. Let's be honest. But I will say this. I like the fact that he wants the identity to be tough. I like he wants them to be nasty, and he wants them to be a disciplined football team. Now, that is something that we have not seen, and I feel like he destroyed that, because even when he took over, I felt like the team used to be tough. I felt like the team used to be disciplined. I don't know how nasty they were, but I feel like that class that was the class that came from Paul Chryst and then Jim Leonard, who took over, I feel like those guys, the leftover guys who are now playing in the league, I feel like those guys help elevate the team in his first year as a coach, because after all those guys basically left, the team has been crappy since. So hopefully now they do have an identity, and I do love the linebackers they have on the inside.
This to me was the most encouraging one, even though it is sort of just coach speak. It feels like the tough and nasty have really been missing from Badgers teams. You kind of feel like the Badgers have, in the Luke Fickell era, got out, I don't want to say out manhooded, but out physicaled. And it seemed like they were ready to wave the white flag quite often, where doesn't look like we're going to get there, time to pack it in. So seeing a tough and nasty team, I don't know if that replaces skilled and talented, but tough and nasty is get me back to I don't need ground and pound. If it's 3rd and 8, you basically are telling the punt team, "Hey, we've got no chance in hell."
Field position, baby. Field position.
But a modernized version of what we became accustomed to in the Barry Alvarez, Paul Chryst era, I think, is the right path forward. Tough and nasty is very much a part of that.
I just want to see points. Like, I want to see points against a good team. But this is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin. We come back, we'll continue this conversation. Cheesehead Bucky on the line. He has comments about what Luke Fickell said. If you have any thoughts about Luke Fickell's interview on Wilde Tausch today, you can call in on the Carbless Talking text line at 800-990-3776, or you can comment on YouTube by going to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. That is ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. This is Kyle and Brust. We'll take your calls. We'll take your text next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Trust me. What do you mean trust you?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound delays continue on 43, beginning around Silver Spring Drive now and going all the way through the Marquette. Southbound 4145 also going to be heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound 4145 slow from Highway 100 up towards Hampton. And delays are building on 894 south from around Oklahoma Avenue, then extending through the Hale eastbound over towards Forest Home. Traffic is brought to you by Great Midwest Bank. Planning a home project or need added flexibility? Tap into your home's value with a home equity line of credit from Great Midwest Bank. Visit greatmidwestbank.com, your simply local equal housing lender. And checking the Storm Team forecast, mostly clear 65 tonight, sunny and 88 on Saturday. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Michelle Smallman.
Lane Kiffin is not going to have a long runway here, and he is telling us that he has the resources needed to do it. I think he inadvertently set himself up to be tarnished. So you're telling us that it was the environment before that held you back from reaching the pinnacle, but now you've got it all. So guess what? If you don't get it done, you're the through line. You are the reason why you didn't win, because you're telling everyone I had to leave my kids at Ole Miss high and dry because this opportunity is so great and I want to win so badly that I can't pass up LSU because I can win there. But guess what? If you don't do it, you're saying that you didn't get the job done. Not they didn't get the job done. You didn't get the job done. And you want to talk about pressure? Coach O was fired less than 2 years after he won a championship there. And this is the personification of Louisiana and Louisiana State University.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000. Use code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000.
One great day of golf can change lives. Join us Monday, August 31st for the Salvation Army Milwaukee County's Swing for the Kettle Golf Invitational at Oakwood Park Golf Course in Franklin.
Your participation directly supports food, shelter, and life-changing programs for children and families throughout our community.
We'll be broadcasting live from the course, but the day is really about you, getting golfers and sponsors together to make a difference.
Foursomes, individual golfers, and sponsors are all welcome. Reserve your spot today at samilwaukee.org. That's samilwaukee.org.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. No Ben Brust today, but we're with Josh DiMaggio. You can hear Josh DiMaggio produce on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy weekdays 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. C-Cat holding it down for us as the producer. And we've been having a conversation talking about Wisconsin Badgers football. And Luke Fickell joined Wilde Tausch earlier this morning. You can go back to the ESPN Wisconsin app to listen back to that interview, or you can listen back to all your favorite shows, especially Kyle and Brust. And we're trying to figure out whether or not we came out of that interview more optimistic for this Badgers football season. Josh, I would say he's not optimistic. I would say I'm not optimistic. But what do you say? Cheesehead, Bucky, and Madison, how do you feel after listening to some of those clips from Luke Fickell?
What's up, my guys?
What's happening?
So I understand everybody's doubt when it comes to the Luke Fickell era and where things go, or have been, I should say. But when it comes to what he said today, it really hit home hard that it seems like they're really proud of the way that the O-line has grown, especially with 3 of Luke Fickell's early recruits really growing in and being in their 3rd year, and thinking that those guys are going to push the culture and push the philosophy that Fickell and them want to do with the offensive line. And as a Badger fan, we know that the offensive line is basically our hallmark. So with Cubberly, with Haywood coming back, and Mendel, I think we have 3 really good pieces to build on with what we added in the portal. And then as to the Colton Joseph, he did run for, 178 yards against Indiana in the first game. So I think that has a chance to translate to the Big Ten.
I appreciate the optimism. I felt like we got a little bit negative, and I don't want to discourage anybody from being optimistic. The Luke Fickell era has taught me to not get out over my skis. So if you want to approach it from a place of positivity, I would be, trust me, even a close loss to Notre Dame and then some Big Ten wins, I'm back in all the way. I'm just a little bit doubtful right now that Sean Eichhorst doesn't have a plan post Luke Fickell that might be really what we're looking for as Badgers fans.
So let me ask you a question, Joshy.
Yeah.
So, and Tausch and them talked about this, and I get it, right? The expectation is expectation.
Mm-hmm.
But within that expectation is expectation, we're also not playing in the West anymore. We're playing a more mixed schedule.
Yep.
Yet this year it is a little bit easier.
It's a very West
right?
schedule.
But I will say, in my opinion, and like I said, I'm interested to hear you, Joshy, but do you think that if our quarterback stays healthy, we're at least a bowl team?
I do think so, yes. I think that is very much within the realm of possibility. You look up and down that schedule, though, there are winnable games. Now, some of those games that you feel like we should have won in the past are repeated or similar teams, but there's no reason that this team as currently constructed can't go out there if Joseph is healthy, and that's the big if. And I don't want to say just because guys have gotten injured in the past are totally unrelated, totally different situations. Like I think anything less than bowl eligible would be a massive disappointment. That's where I'm at right now with the Badgers.
Agreed.
Great.
And thank you guys for taking my call, and have a great day.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Cheesehead, Bucky, and Madison. And again, I want to be more optimistic, but for me, bowl eligibility is like the floor. That shouldn't save jobs. And so what it should really be about is how many wins does this team have, and what does it look like?
Yes.
Right. If they win 6 games, and it's a ugly 6 games, then you got to go. Hell, if they win 7 games, the ugly 7 games, then you got to go.
Yeah, I don't think bowl eligibility necessarily saves Luke Fickell's job. I think if you could start seeing the groundwork of a change and a positive change and improvement, I would have no problem if it felt the right way. But I don't think simple bowl eligibility guarantees Luke Fickell is here long term.
I hope it doesn't. And based off us getting a brand new athletic director, I think he definitely wants to win.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think and a lot of these guys have a lot of big egos, and a lot of them want their guy.
Yep.
And Luke Fickell, at the end of the day, regardless of what relationship he's building with Sean Eichhorst, he's not Sean Eichhorst's guy. Sean Eichhorst, to me, he's a lifelong Badgers fan. And if we're upset as fans, imagine how upset he is as somebody who used to work at the university, who worked and knew exactly what the standard was. As Melvin Gordon said, the standard is the standard, and I hope Sean Eichhorst has that exact same energy that the standard is the standard.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I don't want it to come off as me being super negative or anti-Luke Fickell. I would love for him to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. I just lost all hope. Definitely lost all hope.
That's where I'm at. I'm going to practice positivity until I get at least 3 games under my belt.
We'll continue
moving forward.
Yeah, we'll continue this conversation and so much more. This is Kyle and Brust. We'll wrap up the 3 o'clock hour coming up next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
If you suck, I'm going to say you suck.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our great friends at Road America. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Just a short drive from Milwaukee and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And on-site camping lets you stay all weekend. Up next is the Moto Sports Car Endurance Grand Prix featuring IMSA, July 30th through August 2nd. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets the outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com.
Wisconsin State Fair turns 175 this summer, and we only get better with age. Join us for 11 days of fun, iconic traditions, grand champion moments, and food that's absolutely worth the hype. Celebrate 175 years together and get your tickets today at wistatefair.com. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by T-Mobile, August 6th through 16th. We'll see you there.
When summer turns up the heat, cool down with a shake from Cousins Subs. Our shakes are hand-spun with creamy vanilla gelato and blended into 4 delicious flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and mint. They're rich, smooth, refreshing, and the perfect sweet treat on a warm summer day. Whether you're stopping in for lunch, dinner, or just craving something cool, there's a flavor waiting for you. Cool down with a shake from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Milwaukee just got hotter, announcing the Buys of Summer sales event at Wilde Automotive Group.
and
Get the
I'm
lowest
right there
prices
with
guaranteed on new vehicles. We'll beat your best price by $500, or we'll pay you $500 cash. Guaranteed. Shop over 1,500 vehicles and make no payments until September. 11 brands, 10 locations, one easy experience. Don't miss Ewald's Buys of Summer sales event.
Go to ewaldauto.com.
With approved credit, interest accrues from date of purchase. See dealer for details. Expires month end.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker, And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Dude Perfect Squad Games Tour is headed to Fiserv Forum on July 24th. Bring your squad and get ready to experience the dudes like you've never seen them before. This new tour is filled with larger-than-life battles and unexpected twists. Tickets start at just $30 all in. Get ready for a night of excitement, laughter, and competition with Dude Perfect at Fiserv Forum on July 24th. And, as the guys say, pound it, noggin. Get your tickets now at FiservForum.com. That's FiservForum.com.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Make Brewers game day a dream for the whole family at Parking Lot Patio during Kids Day before you head inside American Family Field. Coming up here on August 9th. Make sure you stop by Parking Lot Patio next to the third base gate entrance and let the fun begin. From free face painting, temporary tattoos, photo ops, yard games, free giveaways, live music from local DJs, and so much more. It is the perfect pregame stop for the whole family. Come early, have fun, and make it a date to remember, all thanks to American Family Insurance. It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Walls. He's Josh DiMaggio. No Ben Brust today. C-Cat holding it down behind the glass for us. It's been a really fun show. We were joined by T. Plush, who basically told us that he's all about bringing up Jesus Madej and getting a pitcher. He said we don't need any. The big bat is already in the system. We were joined by Melvin Gordon that told us the standard is the standard for Wisconsin Badgers football.
Put together a nice little 2 hours here.
I think we did put together a nice little 2 hours, but we have a whole another hour that we have to do with Kyle and Brust, and then there's going to be another fun hour coming up with the Homer Hour, hosted by Josh DiMaggio and assisted by Kyle Wallace. It'll be fun to sit in the other chair. I have like a completely different mentality when I'm just reacting. I mean, I'm so locked in when I'm actually hosting the show versus the other time. I can just go off into space.
And it is Friday, little goofy hours. 4 hours at a microphone. Things might get a little slap happy.
Yeah, it might get a little slap happy. Once I get to about 5 o'clock, typically on a Friday, I'm thinking about food. Like I was always thinking about my fish fry I want to do. So we'll see how 5 o'clock goes. But we still got another hour. We're going to be joined by the Tory Lowe. He'll be joining us next. You already know it's going to be a good time. And then also we have to catastrophic, and we have so much more coming up. This is Kyle and Brust. We'll have more. The best damn sports show coming up in Beaver Dam.
We've got problems on 4145 southbound. Left shoulder is going to be blocked due to a crash right around Hampton, and that's going to enhance delays we're already seeing in either direction. Southbound, the delays begin around Good Hope Road. They go down past Capitol Drive. Northbound delays start around Highway 100 and go up towards Capitol as well. We also have a crash heading north on 4145 just beyond the Burleigh ramp on the right shoulder. Elsewhere, delays picking up on 94 heading east around 84th Street and ending just past 35th. Southbound 43 remains heavy beginning right around Silver Spring and heading south to the Marquette through downtown and towards the high-rise bridge. Traffic is brought to you by Great Midwest Bank. Planning a home project or need added flexibility? Tap into your home's value with a home equity line of credit from Great Midwest Bank. Visit GreatMidwestBank.com, your simply local equal housing lender. And checking the Storm Team forecast, 65 mostly clear overnight tonight, mostly sunny, and 88 on Saturday. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Ready for a weekend you won't forget? Get to the Brewers series against the Rockies Friday, July 24th through Sunday the 26th. There's a game for every fan. See a Brewers postgame alumni legends game on Friday. Then collect a Brewers Guess Who giveaway Saturday night, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Looking for an unbeatable family day? Join the crew Sunday when the first 5,000 kids get a local artist t-shirt giveaway designed by Unfinished Legacy. Get tickets at Brewers.com.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new vibe in your college living? Make IKEA your first stop for everything you need to create a college space that's all you. Whether you're looking to add color with cozy bedding, organize your dorm with smart storage solutions, or find that perfect sleeper sofa for those weekend visits, IKEA has your college life covered. And verified college students get 15% off when they sign up for IKEA Family. It's free and packed with rewards. So go grab your roommate and head to IKEA Oak Creek or shop online at ikea.us or the IKEA app.
We are the home for all your Brewers coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour is brought to you by Siding Unlimited, the 5-time winner of the National Pella Platinum Premium Certified Contractor of the Year. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on K&B. It is time.
They all mad because I got the Torilo.
Hey.
Torilo. Torilo.
Joshy, have you done the Torilo before?
Hey.
Rebo. Let's
If
get
you
it.
ain't know,
No.
she got a bankroll.
She got a bankroll.
It's not a secret.
Secret.
She could take you.
She can take you.
I got a lot of problems.
Problem.
And I can't go. But it's okay because I got the Torilo. 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 Torilo.
Hey.
Yes, y'all know what time it is. It's Kyle and Brust, and it's the 4 o'clock hour
I'm
on a
excited.
Friday. And you know that means it's time for that Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe, thanks for joining us here today on
thank
Kyle
y'all for
and Brust.
having me.
Yeah, absolutely. No Ben Brust today. Josh DiMaggio is in for Ben Brust, who is probably laying on his couch
I
right now
wish
doing
Ben
nothing.
Brust was in today.
Why do you wish Ben
What?
Brust
What's
was in?
he
here?
gotta
Yeah.
do?
Because I got an update.
You got to
What?
I got an update on the shirt fiasco that's been
Josh,
going on.
have you heard about this nonsense of Ben Brust? He is the absolute worst. I mean, the dude is the worst. He's a snake. He's a snitch. He's a rebel rouser. He likes to stir the pot with that big ass spoon. And I'm telling you. So Ben Brust, he came to my wedding.
Ben Rush.
Ben Rust, yes, he is. Tory Lowe and Ben Brust are at my wedding, and you know Tory Lowe had to leave a little bit early, but he had an idea for a gift. Now Ben know I was a little upset because I had 200 plus people at my wedding, and my poor wife, after we got done with our wedding, we got home the next day and we started, going in where the gift cards was, and we got 200 plus people there, and we had about 30 cars to go through. We was like, this is a little empty.
This is terrible.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
It's horrible.
And so, my baby was all upset. I was disappointed, and I, Ben.
Wait, you were disappointed in the amount of
the cards.
Cards.
Congratulations.
If I invite 200 people and only got 60 gifts, that ratio. I mean, even if
you got less than half.
Even if you cut it in half with people with their plus one, it was a little light. People coming through. I got a couple people coming through, so it's all good. They have
I was
a
gonna
year.
say I've done it more than once where I forgot and had to get it to that person.
Yeah.
In the future, I'm sure that happened to
quite
10.
a few. 10.
Not even 10.
10. Hell, I got a table full of people ain't give me nothing. And so, but Josh, we don't want to have me go there. They have a year. They have 300 some days. And Tory Lowe, he had to leave the wedding early because he had to do some stuff in the community.
Right.
So he wasn't able to get the gift, but he also had an idea of the gift that he was going to give me. He was going to take a picture from the event and put it on a T-shirt. And Ben Brust was like, Tory, did you give a gift? Are you on that list? And so he made this a whole thing. I said, Ben, chill.
Yeah, he tried to crucify
Yeah, he
him.
tried to crucify. And every time Tory comes
And I wasn't
now,
even invited to his wedding.
Yeah, right. Neither
me
was
either.
He's a
That's
snake.
horrible.
He's a snake.
You can't trust that man.
Can't
Wow.
trust him. Only trust Ben.
But he tried to start a pot on me. But like I said, once again, I got updated information.
So what's the update now?
Well, I tried 2 other places, and I'm not gonna say their name.
Don't air them out.
I'm not trying to air nobody out, but I didn't like
Not gonna let the chopper sing.
I didn't like the quality. I didn't like the quality of this shirt. So I was like, okay, how are we gonna get this done? So Big Frog came to the rescue.
I tried to tell y'all.
Big Frog came to the rescue.
My friends.
Yeah.
I think by the next time I come on the show, it'll be ready.
Yeah,
This is what they said.
I told Tori, I said, Tori, because, Tori was trying to support certain people he may have known. I said, all right, Tori, when you ready, you
Yeah,
want
I
to get
mean,
the job done right.
I'm trying to, support people that I know that have businesses.
Well, sometimes you got to support the best business, and that's Big Frog.
Is the shirt going to be like the classic family reunion shirt with something at top?
No, I
picture?
didn't even want it to look like that. I wanted to look like the picture I took just on the shirt with some words that I added.
So I love it because somebody else is giving me something like that as well. Have you seen my bachelor party shirts before, Josh?
Yes,
Yeah,
I received a picture. Yeah.
So my
You and the boys.
Wait a minute. Who sent you a picture of me? What the hell is that?
Here we go.
What?
He had the spy.
Wait a
It was
minute.
the spy in your
Wait
camp.
a minute. I didn't send it to Josh, so I'm trying to figure out why am I the topic of somebody's conversation when I'm having a good time at the clubs. All types
Well, it
of
was your
clubs.
bachelor party.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why am I the topic of the conversation? Why am my picture being sent?
As with most things, I got a lot of good sourcing. A lot of people who thought maybe that would be something I'd be interested in seeing.
It was. So, what were your thoughts about it? Not that y'all thought it was funny. My friends, we thought it was cool, and the people there thought it was cool.
Well, the reason I received the picture from the said inside source was because previous to you leaving, I think I was on K&B, and we discussed. I said, "Are you guys all going to be at the bar in the same shirt?" And you said, "No." No. And then I got a picture of about a dozen.
Yeah.
Maybe even a baker's dozen of you.
Let me tell you. When what happened was we did a little day drinking, and one person put the shirt on, another person put the shirt. Oh, this is what we doing? I said, hey, we can do it. And next thing you know, nobody was left out.
How do you know the mole wasn't inside of your own bachelor party?
No, the mole wasn't inside the bachelor party because let me tell you, those fellas was way too busy throwing cash and throwing money and chasing whatever they wanted to chase down there for them to be the mole. The mole was either Ben Brust or Alex Stroh. I already know one of them snitches were the mole, but
I wasn't invited to the bachelor party.
well, Tori,
that's terrible.
I ain't Tori.
I think he's trying to say you're washed.
But I get invited. Hold on, but I always say the Coyotes boat parties are always better.
My boat parties are.
I've
good.
never been to a boat party.
Oh wow,
it's
powerful.
The Tres Negros boat pontoon party is always a good time.
I don't think I can say that.
It's Spanish. It's Spanish. It's negro. Negro is Spanish for black.
I'm gonna stay away.
No.
I get to do the boat thing. I'm good.
No, we're just we just diverse. So we just diverse. The Packers are very diverse as well, but diverse in the amount of ways that they lose to end the season. Last year was disgusting. Tori and Josh, both of y'all, when y'all look at the Badgers this season, the Packers this season, are you hopeful that the Packers are going to be able to pick up where they left off when they were healthy last year in 2025?
Well, like I said, it's a lot of things that didn't moved around on the offseason, but I do believe injuries played a factor. But I want to focus on Jordan Morgan. I mean,
really,
that's the story because they're supposed to be moving him over to left tackle.
Yeah, he's the guy now.
Now, I think that right there is where we have to focus our attention because that is the most, as far as offensive lineman, that's the protecting the backside. That's the blind side.
So are you confident in Jordan Morgan? Because right now, if you add, from my perspective, I don't think Jordan Morgan is trash. I don't think he's a bad offensive lineman. But I feel like in these opportunities, him being a first-round pick, I was hoping he was going to be dominant. And I just have not seen it. And I hate the excuse of, well, he's a left tackle. He's only played left tackle. But, Anthony Belton was a right tackle in college at, I think it was NC State, where he moved to guard. He was fine. You've seen Sean Ryan get moved to center. He was able to adjust. And knowing the Green Bay Packers, one thing they love about their offensive linemen is versatility.
Right.
I wish they loved it less.
That's the thing that they absolutely love. So seeing a guy say, no, I can only play left tackle. I can't play right tackle. It's like, all right, I don't know about the mental makeup, but we'll see.
His time to step in
I hope so.
to what we kind of hoped he would always be. And then there's another position that's kind of shaky too.
What's the other position?
The kicker. And we got a lot of high-profile players that we expect a lot out of. But the kicker in this, and Jordan Morgan, that situation with the blind side with the left, I just think that those are the little nitpicky positions that's going to cost the Packers, either going to make us or break us this year.
Yeah, I think the left tackle, most certainly, if that doesn't pan out the way the Packers plan it to, they really don't have a valid plan B.
Right.
And if that goes catastrophic, I think that can end the whole season. And I'm not saying getting Jordan Love injured. I'm saying just not being good enough and not feeling secure in that is going to cause not only Matt LaFleur to have to think and game plan different, but Jordan Love is always going to be trying to look behind him to see what's going on there. I don't want to say I feel confident. The bet I'm making is that Jordan Morgan is at bare minimum an upgrade from Rasheed Walker, and then I'm trying to figure out just how good he can be. If we get an upgrade there at that position, I think then we're feeling really, really confident.
And you know what? An upgrade from Rasheed Walker, who had his ups and he had his downs, that would be positive. It would be really positive for the Packers. Now, one thing I do want to know is kind of asked and alluded to it before, is that do you all believe that the Packers can get back to that 9-3-1 looking team that they were before everything came crashing down in Denver? I was at that game, and I remember I was on all high. Like, seeing after the touchdown from, the running back escaped me for the Packers. Josh Jacobs. Right. After seeing Josh Jacobs with the touchdown, I was like, bro, we good. Like, we good. I was feeling very, very confident. But then you had to deal with Christian Watson. Then you had to deal with Zach Tom actually got injured on the touchdown that Josh Jacobs had. And he had to deal with Michael Parsons. And this team legitimately never recovered. Do you think this team, with the health, can actually get back to looking like that 9-3-1 team that looked like, to me, maybe the first or second best team in the NFC at that time?
I think that they can. I think that they can. Tucker Kraft may be a question mark coming back off injury. Michael Parsons will be game 5, game 4, game 5. But the Packers have what they need right now as far as on paper. But when you look at it from a fan perspective, I think that I was telling somebody the other day, I was talking to a Minnesota Viking fan, and I said, y'all don't have –
your son?
Yeah. and I hated that my son is actually a Minnesota Viking fan. But I was telling him that the Packers, as Packer fans, have been spoiled, but we expect Super Bowl or bust. We want a Super Bowl. We want the talent to produce a Super Bowl, and this is where the pressure is going to come in. This is the year Jordan Love and a lot of the other players that we've been investing in, this is the year for them to come and show us what their investment of us investing in them, why we invested in them. And I think that after this year, if we don't have a great season, it's going to be some things are going to start rolling.
But when you say things are rolling, and Josh, you can jump in on this one, is that if anything's rolling, it's probably going to be more so the coaching staff,
right?
Which I don't
think
that's
going to start to roll.
I don't think that's going to be the case unless it's terrible. But you just see the extensions at this offseason. You saw Jaden Reed get an extension. You saw you just saw Devontae White get an extension. You saw Christian Watson get an extension. You just saw the fifth-year option go to Lucas Van Ness.
The talent is there. And so, what I'm saying is we can't keep making excuses why the Packers are not achieving at a high level at this point because we have the talent.
I think the Packers can not only get back to that point you referenced in that Denver Broncos game. At that point, the Packers were like one of the 3 favorites to win the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I think not only can they get there, they can exceed it, and that happens 2 ways. That's Jordan Love takes another step forward. Now, I think he should have been in the MVP conversation last year just with how good he played. He didn't have the counting stats, but everything you look at was a guy who was playing extremely well. And the other thing I think is a progress from Matt LaFleur as a play caller, a schemer, and as a guy who is managing late game and tight game situations. I think if he takes a step forward there and gets rid of some of those bugaboos that cost the Packers last season, there's how many handful of them? I think of the Dallas game, I think of the Browns game, I think of both Bears games. If that era of Matt LaFleur is a bygone era, then we're really, really talking confident. The only thing I can see holding them back is the 2 guys returning from injury, Kraft and Parsons, not getting back into the swing of things as fast as we would anticipate, or more injuries at spots that you can't afford.
And close games, and it comes down to the kick. I mean, that could actually swing the pendulum huge this year.
I've been ignoring Trace Mack because I just don't want to think about the situation of the Packers having a great team, a team you think can win a Super Bowl, and then you need a field goal in the fourth quarter. and the rookie does rookie kicker stuff. I would be sick to my stomach.
You know what's so terrible about this is the fact that we've seen a rookie kicker before here in Wisconsin before we had to deal with Anders Carlson or Braden Narveson. Like, we've seen Mason Crosby when he was a rookie. Like, we've seen good rookie kickers. Trace Mack is – listen, Anders Carlson had no business getting drafted. No business getting drafted.
All because Rich Bisaccia liked his brother.
Oh, wow. That's what because he coached him out in Vegas.
Yeah, Daniel
I think at Oakland at that time. But this is the crazy thing about it is that I want people to understand that Trace Mack is better than him. You can look at what he did in college. You can look at what he hit for distance. Like, the kid is going to be better than that. But right now, because of the fact of how bad the kicking position has been since Mason Crosby left, we all are traumatized and we're all concerned like, oh my gosh, the kicker. Is he going to be perfect as a rookie? No. But I do believe we did draft ourselves a franchise kicker.
Oh, well, time will tell.
Yeah, Justice Mosqueda from Acme Packing Company did do a comparison of those two players and then compared it historically to successful college kickers. Trace Mack is safely within the successful college kickers. It might be ups and downs. There might be good games versus bad games. You just can't miss the amount of kicks where Matt LaFleur loses confidence sending you out there. You're going to miss kicks. You're a rookie. It's Lambeau Field. The wind's howling in weird directions. Mason Crosby will tell you all about it. The flags will point one way, but it'll be moving a different. Like, that's just sort of how it goes in Green Bay. And I think I'm fine with a learning curve. I'm not fine with losing games.
And
I mean,
all I'm saying is if the game is on the line, a tough game, it comes down to a final kick. That's the question.
Score more touchdowns
going into the season.
That's my plan.
Yeah, and I'm right there.
Right.
And the thing is, Josh, I think this offense is extremely capable of scoring more touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
And,
of course.
And that's why one of the things that I really look forward to, I think this offense, it needs to be Jordan Love's offense. Like, Jordan Love has to slang that thing at least 500 times this year. Like, I forget trying to run the football with Josh. Like, obviously, run the football, you want to be balanced at a certain point. But when you have the weapons that they have, and I am a firm believer that, yes, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, they may not be superstars right now. But I do believe when you have those three guys, plus Tucker Kraft, plus Josh Jacobs being a weapon off the backfield, in the arm of Jordan Love, the Packers have enough weapons to stress defenses and be able to beat guys one-on-one, to be able to be open and be able to move the ball downfield. I think it should be through the arm of Jordan Love before anything else on this
I always
offense.
wondered, can Jordan Love call an audible if he saw something? And I haven't seen that.
I think he could check. I think he checks into stuff.
What
but
I'm
I don't
saying
have the
is,
freedom Aaron
I
Rodgers
haven't
had.
seen it. Or Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying is, as a quarterback playing the game, watching the game, studying the game, as the game goes on, can he check out if he sees a certain defense? Does he have the freedom to change the plays? I haven't really seen that a lot with Jordan Love, but I'm hoping that this year, like I said, with Matt LaFleur having problems with calling certain calls or questionable calls, certain calls in the game where we talk about all the time, do Jordan Love, if he sees something, if he recognizes something in the defense, can he make that change?
I think the big difference would be in late game situations. If we remember, Aaron Rodgers just used to call his own plays in the 2-minute, and that was under Matt LaFleur. Jordan certainly has, and Matt's talked a little about it, where he does have the ability to change the play, but what often ends up happening is they do the canned stuff, where it's can. Where if one look doesn't look right, you can can to the other play, and I think he has done a little bit of changing it, but I think that would be the next step of him
the evolution,
the offense,
completely changing,
and
the
that
play
would
to
let
something
me
else.
know it is his offense.
Have you guys talked about this at all? In 2005, the Green Bay Packers averaged 8.9 possessions per game that did not end in kneel downs. That is the fewest number for a team in any season I have going back to 1999. That is per Rich Rebar.
And that was in 2025.
2025.
That was last season. The number of possessions the Packers had per game.
25 years. It was the lowest he'd seen since then. That to me is something that has to change. And there's two ways to do it. Obviously, one, turn the ball over more.
Yes.
But the other thing is run some damn pace on offense.
Yeah.
Don't let the play clock get to 5, 4, 3 every time. Run some damn plays and be aggressive and pass the ball, throw the ball. We don't need 15 play drives that take 8 minutes off the Jordan Love needs the ball more than that. The offense needs the ball more than that. Christian Watson needs the ball. Tucker Kraft needs the ball more.
And we've seen when the Packers get aggressive, points come up quickly. So we've seen the Packers explode. But like I said,
On a per-play basis, they're one of the most explosive teams.
Right.
They just don't run enough damn plays.
And you have invested so much in your.
Run some more damn plays.
You've invested so much in that defense. When you look at the defensive line, you're talking about the first-round picks. Yeah, Rashawn Gary might be gone, but you invested in Devontae Wyatt, a first-round pick you just paid. You invested in Lucas Van Ness, a first-round pick that you just gave the fifth-year option. You traded 2 first-round picks for Michael Parsons as well. You look at the safety position with Xavier McKinney. That's somebody that you signed to a big-time contract.
Right.
There's a lot of investment in second-round pick on Edgerrin Cooper. There's a lot of investment on that defense. Javon Bullard, another guy, a second-round draft pick. Like, those are the guys that need to step up. We need to depend on them to be able to force those turnovers and get the ball back to Jordan Love. Torey Lowe joining us here on the Torey Love Friday.
Thank y'all for having me.
Always, we appreciate
Have a fun,
you.
safe weekend.
Brother, you have a safe and fun weekend as well. When we come back on the other side, we play a little Guess Who. That's the time where I get a chance to guess what crazy things that I said throughout the week. Josh will join us for that fun. We see what you cooked up over the last 2 hours. This is Kyle and Brust. Make sure you keep it locked here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Roughishly.
What two words did he combine? He wanted to combine partially with rough.
Yeah, roughishly.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We still have this crash southbound 4145 on the left shoulder right at Hampton Avenue. Delays are heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down past the crash site towards Capitol Drive and heavy northbound from Highway 100 up towards Hampton. Southbound 43 remains heavy from Hampton all the way through downtown. It'll also be a slow ride on 94 East from 76th Street past the stadium to 35th. Traffic is brought to you by IKEA. Teachers and educators receive 15% off during Teacher Appreciation Days, July 24th through August 3rd. Stop in today at IKEA Oak Creek or visit us online at ikea.us. And thank you, teachers. And checking the Storm Team forecast, 65 and mostly clear overnight tonight, mostly sunny, 88 on Saturday. Weather is brought to you by Lake Lawn Resort. Your perfect Wisconsin summer starts at Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy boating, golf, spa treatments, and lakeside relaxation on Delavan Lake. Visit lakelawnresort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Get ready, Milwaukee. Join ESPN Milwaukee and Yingling this Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. from Dugout 54 on Blue Mound for the ultimate Yingling watch party. Kick off your day with the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team. Score awesome Yingling prizes. Enjoy great food and ice-cold Yingling, then cheer on the first-place crew as they take on Colorado. Nothing says summer like baseball, friends, and America's oldest brewery. We'll see you Saturday at 6 p.m. at Dugout 54 on Blue Mound. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
It's a summer of big wins with WinFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Just play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for entries and your chance to win cash and reward play all summer long. Then keep the excitement going because all your monthly drawing entries roll over into the WinFest final drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Don't miss out on WinFest only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The Dude Perfect Squad Games Tour is headed to Fiserv Forum on July 24th. Bring your squad and get ready to experience the dudes like you've never seen them before. This new tour is filled with larger-than-life battles and unexpected twists. Tickets start at just $30 all in. Get ready for a night of excitement, laughter, and competition with Dude Perfect at Fiserv Forum on July 24th. And, as the guys say, pound it, noggin. Get your tickets now at FiservForum.com. That's FiservForum.com.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga. Every morning, I talk about traffic backups and slowdowns around Milwaukee. At Sewer Ninjas, they help homeowners avoid a different kind of backup, a sewer backup. Sewer Ninjas is a Wisconsin family-owned company specializing in sewer camera inspections, drain cleaning, and trenchless repairs that can often be completed without tearing up your yard. Their goal is simple: find problems early and help homeowners avoid costly surprises. Learn more at sewerninjas.com. That's sewerninjas.com.
Joint pain is awful when you're the person who is fighting through it, but I'm betting you aren't the only ones affected by it. Maybe you have a loved one who struggles with joint pain. You see what they don't say, what they've slowly stopped doing. It's time to be outside, moving, living, playing. Hey, it's Ben Brust, and let's talk about getting back to that life. At QC Kinetics, that's happening every day. People who are stuck in the cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back, they're finally stepping out of it with regenerative treatments done right there in the office. No surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just real relief. The inflammation eases and the pain lets go. They hear about it all the time, not just from patients, but from the people around them. He's back. If this sounds like you or someone you love, go find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers free consultations to see if you're a good candidate. Call 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Kyle Wallace. No Ben Brust today. We have our cousin sub of the day, Josh DiMaggio, joining us, filling in for the Ben Brust. C-Cat holding it down for us behind the glass. Now, usually every Friday we do a segment called Guess Who, where we guess what crazy thing I'm talking about on the show. Now, coming into today's show, I asked C-Cat, are we playing Guess Who? And he said no. I said, what do you mean no?
He tried to take a vacation day.
He tried to take a vacation day like Ben, and he tried to use the excuse. He lied to me. He lied to me and said, we only usually do it when the whole crew's in studio. And I said, that isn't true, because Josh DiMaggio said, I've played it twice. And this is the first time Josh and I have ever hosted a show together.
Okay.
Is it a skill that C-Cat is just a horrific liar?
I don't. Is that a skill to
because
be a horrific liar?
His lie was so bad that I don't believe he thought we would believe the lie.
He said it with a straight face, though. He said, we've never played it before with the whole crew's not in. I said, bro, what?
Listen.
That was a bold-faced lie.
Back against the wall. Before the show, I was making sure that Kyle had the edits in the video open that he wanted made. I was making magic happen, make him look handsome for the recording.
Why did I need that today? I mean, I asked for the edits days ago. You didn't have it ready for me. I mean,
he had to take off for his birthday.
Well, yeah, for his which we'll get to in catastrophic, so we got to about his birthday. But enough with excuses. Let's play Guess Who.
Out of context and completely out of control.
But she knew he was cheating.
One voice, endless confusion.
You don't mind just being okay. Look at you.
Who is Kyle talking about this time?
At a certain point, you're going to have to take that disrespect and say, bleep everybody.
It's Guess Who on Kyle and Brust.
Oh, my favorite part of the week. We're finally here on Friday when we can talk about what Kyle talked about, or at least guess it.
Before we delve too deep into this, Kyle, I want you to make a prediction.
Okay.
He did this during the program, C-Cat. Wonderful super producer C-Cat. Is this a mail-it-in performance, or do you think he's going to bring it?
Oh, it's mail-it-in.
What are you talking about?
He's going to reach. He's going to go back to. He's probably just going to go back to yesterday's show and try to find something. We might get something from earlier today. And he's going to say, I'm just trying to see how far, do you forget stuff from 2 hours ago? Like, pull one of those things. So we can go ahead. Let's see what we got here.
It sounds like something from today's in there.
That would have been no, I wish there was, because that's a very good line that I definitely would have used if I was smart enough. All right, first up.
I was trying to eat my chips for lunch. I was trying to get my little pepperonis. Oh, I know what this is, because you never forget when somebody snakes you. You never forget when somebody snakes you and tries to snitch on you. This is me talking about the fact
Wait
that
a second now. Josh, what do you think Kyle was talking about?
I mean, it's certainly lunch.
My chips and pepperoni, bad lunch. Too old for that, bad lunch.
What do you think that got Kyle so angry and animated?
It seems like somebody might have walked up to him, and this is a Ben Brust thing, and might have grabbed some of your chips, and you got mad at him.
Well, that is something Ben Brust would do, but worse. So, Ben Brust is an ass kicker, a kisser, a professional. Professional.
I thought he beat people up.
No, he doesn't beat anybody up. He does a lot of kissing. And so he's talking to an executive vice president in this company. And he's having a conversation. I'm minding my business. I'm just eating my chips. I'm eating my little salami. I'm not bothering nobody. He said because I looked over to them talking, he thought I wanted to enter the conversation. And you know how he had me enter the conversation?
How's that?
By saying, Kyle's scared of you. That's what he said to an executive vice president in this company. He's scared of you because he eats inside of the conference room sometimes. I said, I know you.
Was that the vice president of facilities?
Yes. And I said, bro, like what? I said, well, he eating there too. What are we doing?
So it turned into a snitch off?
It turned into a snitch off. And then she came and she basically said, well, I guess we're going to start fining people for eating inside of there. So, who does that?
She's all talk.
Oh. You could say that. I won't. Ben did not lie.
I'm trying to think of a term to describe Ben Brust, because I did hear you describing this. Now it's coming back to me. You described him accurately. Anybody with a little bit power and status, he's smooching.
Who's his best friend?
There's another VP in the office. There's 3 of them.
Who did he go do a little family weekend with?
Yes.
Who did his wife used to work under?
I don't want to call him the toilet, because he's always looking up and kissing some cheeks.
Wow.
The porta potty Ben Brust.
But it is similar. If you carry a swinging stick around here, Ben Brust is your best bud.
Oh, he has like a radar for it.
Do you think they know?
He makes himself so likable.
You think I think it's probably 50-50.
And you can punch him too. They can make fun of him and he'll be, ha ha ha, I'll be the punching bag just as long as it gets me close to you. See, Cat, go ahead, finish it out.
Oh, you want to hear the complete thing?
Yes,
here
sir.
You go.
I was trying to eat my chips for lunch. I was trying to get my little pepperonis. That's all I was going to do. And all of a sudden, I hear
you're just eating pepperonis by themselves?
Well, it was salami. And so Ben Brust, I'll hear Ben Brust say to the EVP in the company, he said, Kyle's scared of you. I said, bro, what? Just a minute.
Snake.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to give you the end of that one or the beginning of that one for the no context clip. If you heard yourself say, "Bro, what?"
Well, bro, what? I wouldn't have gotten it. But I tell you this, I'm still mad about that. What's next, CK?
All right, this is what's next.
They probably see him and think he's lost or something's wrong. That's what he looks like. I feel so bad for this because I do remember this.
Yes.
I feel so bad.
You're not talking about Homer, are you?
That damn bag he has. That big-ass bag. And we were talking about the big-ass bag he had. Just like, you got to think there's something. He looks homeless sometimes because you see unhoused people, and sometimes they very territorial about certain stuff and the way they carry stuff. Like, why do you have
They got a lot of stuff to carry.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not wrong, but I felt bad because Homer actually seemed offended.
Do you remember when he sent, was it a company-wide email about trying to acquire a new backpack because his got ruined? I know I was on a chain with at least multiple people because the previous backpack he had gotten from us no longer was functional and he needed a new backpack, which I believe he also got from the prize closet downstairs.
Well, yeah, I want to give him a new backpack. He refuses. He says he doesn't want one.
No.
But go ahead.
Have you seen his headphones?
I've seen many different headphones.
Many iterations of Temu headphones.
Yeah.
Yes, Kyle, you were rightfully registering the situation of, I heard offense in the voice of Homer when you called him homeless.
I'm sorry that you feel like I look ridiculous.
You
Boo
are
like a takeover.
He's a reflection of ESPN Wisconsin. He's walking around. They probably see him and think he's lost or something's wrong. That's what he looks like.
That could be
Fine.
true. Has anyone came and tapped you on the shoulder and said, "Are you okay, sir?"
No.
They said, "Why does that guy on the station try to tell you how to live?"
Yeah, that guy in the station.
I feel like
the real punchline to that would have been, has anybody ever came up and give you $1 or their leftovers?
Homer would have smiled. He definitely would have smiled.
Homer would take the $1 for sure.
Oh, yeah. 100%. You give me $1, I'll take it. No reason not to. What's the next CK? 3 seconds? 3 seconds to get you that? Oh, boy. You know what? Because we had an off-the-air conversation talking about something. 3 seconds to get you that. 3 seconds will give. Oh, I don't even want to go there. It's Friday.
I couldn't.
It's
You gotta
Friday.
face your wife for 2 straight days? Is that why you're saying it?
No. I was going to talk about, Ben Brust in a certain way, but you know what? Just in case I didn't go there, I don't even want to touch it because I don't even.
I think you're way off.
Oh,
Josh,
okay.
what do you think he's talking about?
I couldn't begin to even tell you. 3 seconds could mean literally anything.
Especially talking about Ben Brust.
Was it silence? Ben Brust doesn't do well with silence. So if you think and you don't get a response, could that be it?
That could be it. It's not it. It's talking about Kyle's For You page, scrolling against some big booty ladies.
You can scroll past something an extra second and a half.
No,
and
you scroll past it, you scroll up and say, wait a second.
Click on the profile.
3 seconds? 3 seconds to get you that?
If you're scrolling past
I
everything,
don't
you stay for 3 is...
It's crazy. I don't like none of it. I don't double tap none of that. I don't follow any of them pages.
We're talking about our IG feed and how it
What's yours
exposes
look
you.
like, Josh?
I don't have an IG.
Oh, sus. Suspicion! Suspicion!
Yeah, I didn't buy into the whole thing.
I have seen some friends where you click that page and you're overwhelmed.
Yeah. Not me, but I tell you, I'll be so mad. I'm like, bro, like, what is this? Because sometimes I show my girl stuff on my phone. You got to click through stuff. And when I click through, the last thing I want her to see is a whole bunch of butt. That's the last thing I want her to see. And baby, I don't know why it does that. I don't follow these pages. I don't know why it does that.
I'm glad Twitter had a phase. And I use Twitter in the office on my computer. And there was a phase where there was extremely explicit things.
Oh, they didn't have the click to see. It was see.
That was a period of time that was, I wasn't clicking it. I wasn't doing nothing about it. It was just there.
Yeah, that was.
It got to the point.
It
got to the point where I got a multi-screen setup. Twitter could only be on the small screen.
Got to.
You had to hide it.
Can't be.
You had to body block a little bit.
And my volume stayed down at work. Times. I ain't got, just in case I scroll past something. I ain't got time for that.
I'm happy to report it has since cleaned up. And I feel comfortable scrolling and looking for Packers and Brewers news.
Yeah, pack this. If you search keywords,
Whoa.
You never. I mean, you realize how a dirty mind can make any word a bad word and a bad search word.
Also, the search feature on Twitter, which is my primary use, is totally broken. You can search something and get not what you looked for.
Yeah, that's true, because I do Packers news and not.
No. And sometimes I go, what does this have to do with the Green Bay Packers?
I get lost. What's next?
And our fourth and final submission of today's Guess Who?
Do you know how many people get arrested for drug dealing around America? Oh man.
I know exactly what this is, and it's from yesterday's show with Alex Strofe when he thought, and he tried to play it off to me. Did you notice that in the group message that we had?
Obviously, I know, Josh.
Yeah, when he brought up the concept of people having more than one phone being a figment of the movies and not an actual reality, not realizing we got trap phones, we got burner lines, and that's the purpose of them. The reason there are places where you can buy a phone with cash and pay for the minutes with cash. Why do you think that is?
You don't want to be tracked for certain stuff. Don't want to be tracked.
You don't even necessarily need to be drug dealing or dealing other stuff. Maybe you just don't want to have your social security number connected. Maybe you're one of those people a little paranoid.
Yeah, you think the feds is always watching.
I thought we just wanted to take a SIM card out of a phone and break it in half, like a folding phone in the movies, like when an eagle eye. I feel like it'd be cool.
You're saying
like
when people in the movies break their phones because they don't want to be tracked.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And toss it out the car window while you're driving.
That is a thing that is mostly the movies.
Being tracked is the least of my worries.
Because you know what you can do is you just turn your phone off.
That's true.
Really? They can still get you?
Well, not with our iPhones now. They're tracking you all the time.
Oh yeah, man. They
but
know
back
your thoughts.
those flip phones. Did you ever have a flip phone, Cat?
I had kind of the next iteration where you had
slide
the NV3, the chocolate.
Yeah.
Like it's still a actual mechanical keyboard, but not the flip. Yeah.
How did that end, Cat? How did that last one end?
I'm glad you asked.
No.
I mean, 3 is a lot. 3 is a lot, but there's there's a rapper named Kevin Gates that got 2 phones, one for the plug, one for the load.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the song. Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot.
But that's a drug reference.
Do you know how many people get arrested for drug dealing around America?
Several.
You
yes.
think they got one phone?
Some of them might.
No, a lot of them got 2 phones. The hotline, you got the main line, the hotline. I ain't finna tell nobody.
You should watch The Wire.
Why do you know so much about this?
And then he asked me that.
Yeah,
I'm just surrounded by snitches. Well, guess who? We did good today. 3-1 today. When we come back, CK, you got another segment in you?
Yeah.
We'll have Catastrophic coming up next, and I think C-Cat almost lost his foot. I'll tell you why next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust
I was raised by Mama Wallace, and Mama Wallace said this is absolutely unacceptable.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We still have this crash on 4145 southbound. Left shoulder is blocked at Hampton Avenue. Delays begin around Good Hope Road and go past the crash site towards Capitol Drive. Delays remain heavy on 43 south from Hampton through downtown towards the high-rise bridge and south towards Lincoln. Elsewhere, 94 east is slow beginning around 84th Street going past the stadium towards 35th. And delays begin southbound on 894 at Oklahoma Avenue. They continue through the Hale towards Forest Home. Traffic is sponsored by Geis Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geis Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit geisdoors.com and don't think twice, call Geis. And checking the Storm Team forecast, mostly clear 65 your overnight low, sunny and 88 on Saturday. Weather is brought to you by Lake Lawn Resort. Your perfect Wisconsin summer starts at Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy boating, golf, spa treatments, and lakeside relaxation at Delavan Lake. Visit lakelawnresort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Patio season is here, and there's no better place to soak it in than Veer North. Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Strofe. Located on Milwaukee's east side, Veer North brings the energy with a spacious patio, elevated food, and handcrafted cocktails. Heading to a Brewers game, state fair, or a summer festival? Start at Veer North and take the shuttle. Exclusive for ESPN Milwaukee listeners. Mention ESPN Milwaukee and save 10% on your bill. Then stick around for live music, great vibes, and a menu that goes way beyond the basics. Veer North, Milwaukee's go-to destination all summer long.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Ready for a weekend you won't forget? Get to the Brewers series against the Rockies Friday, July 24th through Sunday the 26th. There's a game for every fan. See a Brewers post-game alumni legends game on Friday. Then collect a Brewers Guess Who giveaway Saturday night, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Looking for an unbeatable family day? Join the crew Sunday when the first 5,000 kids get a local artist t-shirt giveaway designed by Unfinished Legacy. Get tickets at Brewers.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
The Big Slide, barns and barns of animals, and all that food on a stick. State Fair is one of the biggest events of the summer, and we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one case 30-pack cans of Miller High Life or any one 12-pack Leinenkugel craft beer and receive one free State Fair ticket, all while supplies last. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly. And I know you don't want to miss the bacon-wrapped bacon. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Wisconsin State Fair ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I know every detail matters when it comes to performance. And right now, Iron Jock is giving you one more reason to gear up. Now through August 2nd, score our best deal on the Iron Jock Basics Bundle. Get a pair of Iron Jock boxers, crew socks, and a t-shirt for just $57.50. Iron Jock products are moisture wicking and powered by silver ion technology to help fight odor-causing bacteria. Iron Jock, built on performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Shop now at ironjock.com.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ribbit indeed, Josh.
Ribbit.
Ribbit indeed, because listen, all KB fam, guess what? If you need any shirts like my boy Tory Lowe did today, you can go to Big Frog. If you need any type of knickknacks, patty whacks, give a dog a bone, anything that you need, Big Frog can hook it up. But what I love about Big Frog, big orders or small, they will get it done. Whether you need polos, whether you need hoodies, whether you need T-shirts, they can do it. You got a corporate event coming up, Big Frog can make sure that you get all the shirts that you need, all the polos you need, all the sports seasons getting ready to start up. You want new uniforms? Guess what? Big Frog can hook up your sports program. They do it all at Big Frog out in Mequon. But what I love the most about them is the customer service. They know you by name. They work with you. They can set up a design. They can do it all. So if you're thinking about, hey, I need to do some type of, upgrade when it comes to these T-shirts, I need to get something done for my company, Big Frog can get it done for you. Make sure you visit Big Frog out in Mequon or jump online at bigfrog.com/Mequon. That's bigfrog.com/Mequon. I'm telling you, Big Frog, they're going to get it done. It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin, and it's now time for Catastrophic.
Barely keeping Kyle and Brust on the air.
You decided to marry her. You decided to put the baby inside of us.
I love the NFL.
And somehow still finding time to judge the world around him.
You poked the bear. This looks delicious.
With CCAT, this is Catastrophic.
Josh.
What up?
Kyle.
What's up?
I want to know if this is the first time this has happened to anyone on this show. Have you ever filled up your gas tank and the device that stops the gas from filling your car when it's full just doesn't work and your gas tank overflows?
I've never had that happen.
I have had some issues with it before, yes.
Well, it happened to me for the first time last night because I like to get the most. I want to fill my tank as high as possible.
No, you're doing the.
When it stops the first time, that's foam, and then the foam goes down, and then you fill it up more.
That's not how it works.
No, let the kid talk. He might have a point here. I'm trying to figure out if I need to be doing that.
First of all, before you continue, I want to tell people and alert them. The gas nozzle is a highly engineered device. Yes. There is no foam. There's no air. It is made to deliver as much gas as is responsibly for your safety.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
in your
about
educated opinion, I'll provide my uneducated opinion.
I'm with you, C-Cat, because when it click and it stop, sometimes I have it click it back in and it run for a little bit more.
A full gallon.
I need
gallon.
Good to the last drop now. I ain't trying to run back and forth to the gas station.
You're still paying for it.
I know, but it's good to the last drop. When I go get gas, I want it cheap. Gas about to go up, so I advise you go ahead and get good to the last drop right now.
You're speaking my language, Kyle, because I know when I'm driving through a neighborhood that has cheaper gas.
Hell yeah.
And I know I won't be there in a little bit, so I got to fill up as much as possible now.
Yes, sir.
You guys realize it's cents different, and even a full tank is less than $1?
No, you know what? $1.50 adds up over if you fill up your tank.
You're not saving $1.50 per tank though. It's literally oftentimes 5-10 cents.
It depends. You drive.
How big's your gas tank?
Drive. We got a 12-gallon. Drive on North and Locust and see the gas. The gas on North and Locust may be $3.89. Meanwhile, the gas that I go to at Sam's Club might be $3.33.
Mm-hmm.
Per gallon.
Well, that's a Sam's Club deal.
Yeah, well, that's
you pay for that deal.
Well, it's that $25 a year if you get it on discount. Or if you're on the family plan, it's all good, baby. They got the app. We on the family plan with that one.
So, Kyle, you can empathize with my situation of trying to get the most gas in your tank as possible.
Yeah, so what happened? Why are we talking about this?
My third or fourth click, it just gave up on me and continued to fill the gas tank until I got gasoline all over my right foot.
Good.
I had a soaked right foot, sock, shoe. I couldn't believe not my eyes, my ears, but my feeling.
Oh, man. You couldn't feel your foot? Because, you got a lot of gas.
I couldn't believe what I was feeling. I've never had that happen to me before, and all of a sudden, I'm a fire hazard. You see the stain on the side of the car.
That's a lot of gas. CK, you didn't move your foot?
Did you alert the employees that we had a gas spill?
Yeah, sure. If that's the illegal thing to do, that's 100% what I did.
C-Cat, why didn't you move your foot?
Yeah.
I had, these Converse that are a little bit thick, so I didn't register immediately what was happening, and I was scrolling on my phone. And then all of a sudden, splish, splash, splish, splash.
On, wait a minute. Now, okay. I'm all about, you know what, Josh? Usually I have the first click, because that's the long click after you done just sat and did your thing. Then you do the next click where you let it go. Now, sometimes you may be a third, but that's excessive. 3, 4, 5 clicks, C-Cat.
How many clicks in were you in?
But here's the problem. He said he was scrolling, so he kept clicking, and he wasn't paying attention. You usually you do it, and it maybe lasts 15 seconds. You got a problem.
I have a bigger problem than I thought because the gas spill expanded not just beyond the tire of the car or my shoe in that moment. I wasn't able to get home, shower, clean up for like 6 hours after this happened. So I'm walking around with a gasoline-soaked shoe, sock, and middle toe, which I forgot about.
What did we learn?
Maybe we should just let the first click be the click. And we should definitely be paying attention at the gas station.
1, you don't need the second click. 2, don't scroll your phone while you're doing it. And if you want to keep up the habit, you need to bring wet wipes to wipe down your leg and fresh socks and shoes.
Bro, you walked around. You didn't smell?
I did smell, yes.
If I walked into that producer's booth and threw a match at your feet, would it go up in flames?
We'd both go down. It would not just affect me.
Are you wearing those shoes now?
No, different Converse.
Okay.
So your foot okay?
No.
What's wrong with it?
I woke up the next morning, and there are red spikes on my toe.
What the?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Spikes?
It's as if I walked through poison ivy, except I know I didn't walk through poison ivy.
Did you go to a doctor?
This happened this morning, and it was as I was showering, getting ready to work.
Bro, you should have been late for work. I know we need you, but
my studying med school longtime girlfriend confirmed to me that it's probably a chemical burn.
I'm sorry. You said studying longtime girlfriend med school. I'm sure she's gonna be a phenomenal doctor. But bro, you need to go to a real doctor.
Chemical burn?
Yeah, maybe you might need to get an amputation if you don't go to the doctor.
It was just a little bit itchy.
I don't know. You
The
said
visual was scarier than the
you
physical.
said your damn foot starting to look like Browser from the damn video game with the spikes. You need to get that figured out.
I haven't looked at it since I applied the
Why don't you, once we go to break here, why don't you take a peek and see if it's gotten worse or improved?
Okay.
As he's taking a look at it, thanks. That was Catastrophic with CCAT. It's Frozen Pizza Friday here on Kyle and Brust, courtesy of our great friends at... Oh, yes, you heard it. The Mambo Man is back with Palermo's Pizza. Caller number 10 right now will receive a free Palermo's Pizza prize pack to kick off their weekend. Call in now to win a free prize pack from Wisconsin's best frozen pizza, Palermo's Pizza. I'm about to go get me some Palermo's Pizza over the weekend. Caller number 10 at 800-990-3776. That's caller number 10 at 800-990-3776. Wins a free prize pack from Wisconsin's best frozen pizza, Palermo's Pizza. I can't wait to eat Palermo's tonight, but caller number 10 at 800-990-3776 wins this free prize pack. We'll wrap up the show coming on the other side. It's Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin.
Get ready, Milwaukee. Join ESPN Milwaukee and Yingling this Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. from Dugout 54 on Blue Mound for the ultimate Yingling watch party. Kick off your day with the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team. Score awesome Yingling prizes. Enjoy great food and ice-cold Yingling, then cheer on the first-place crew as they take on Colorado. Nothing says summer like baseball, friends, and America's oldest brewery. We'll see you Saturday at 6 p.m. at Dugout 54 on Blue Mound. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Why DIY your frozen pizza toppings when Screamin' Sicilian already went over the top for you? We're talking whole milk mozzarella, heaps of premium meats, a mountain of veggies. Screamin' Sicilian is frozen pizza stacked, no add-ons needed. Mamma mia! Screamin' Sicilian, so loaded with toppings, it's almost cheating. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section and taste what all the screamin' is about.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Wisconsin State Fair turns 175 this summer, and we only get better with age. Join us for 11 days of fun, iconic traditions, grand champion moments, and food that's absolutely worth the hype. Celebrate 175 years together and get your tickets today at wistatefair.com. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by T-Mobile, August 6th through 16th. We'll see you there.
25 years ago, a generational Bucks team made an unforgettable run.
This is the place to be.
Light It Up, narrated by Jim Paschke, is the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. This is the oral history of the 2000-2001 Milwaukee Bucks and their run to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Absolute bedlam here at the Bradley Center.
Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Kyle Wallace. No Ben Brust today. Josh DiMaggio holding it down, or I guess JD, according to Nyjer Morgan, who joined us earlier today. Yeah,
my man.
Plus, he gave you a nickname right away, huh?
He is, first of all, unbelievable, the consummate entertainer.
Yes.
And I think he took a good liking to me really quick. That made me feel warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, he called you JD. I mean, it's pretty cool when these guys that you watched start calling you by
I said I was in the stands in 2011 with that shot up the middle with Carlos Gomez scored on. I'll never forget it.
No, it was amazing because back in the day, I don't know if a lot of folks, some of the young folks listening, back in the day, what happened in 2008 and 2011 was uncommon.
Unprecedented.
Yeah, it was uncommon. So what's happening right now is unbelievable that the Brewers continue to dominate the NL Central. We were just happy to be making the playoffs at that time. Being a wild card was special. Now we're winning back-to-back NL Central Division championships. But thank y'all so much for joining us this week on Kyle and Brust. It's been an extremely fun week. I learned a lot about C-Cat, as I always do. We'll talk about his birthday rendezvous on Monday when Ben Brust comes back. We'll figure out, do you still have spikes on your foot? Did you check your foot? What does it look like?
I get 50% less spikes on my foot.
Okay, so maybe your future
improvement.
Your girlfriend, maybe future wife is pretty good at what she does. But thank you, Josh DiMaggio. But keep it locked because we ain't going nowhere. Coming up next is the Home Hour led by Josh DiMaggio. Peace.
We still have this crash on 4145 southbound. Left shoulder is blocked.